Just keep smoking. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
K.
It's the motherfucking Good Guys podcast, man.
We back again, y'all.
Episode 153.
We got a special treat for y'all this week. So for the last year or two, we've been talking about gun safety and getting y'all licenses the proper and the legit way. Well, we finally got somebody who's willing to come on and talk to y'all about it a little bit. A licensed instructor.
A little more educated than, you know.
We're going to introduce y'all to Slim Sensei. You know what I'm saying? Social media and everything will be in the bio. Mm-hmm. But yeah, say what's up to the people, bro.
What's up, everybody? Give y'all some education on gun safety, 2A, everything 2A, you know.
Just simple knowledge, simple basic information.
Yeah. So we usually like to start from the beginning, to see where you are type shit. So what sparked your interest in the 2A community and wanting to be the person that's giving people?
Yeah, what made you want to get licensed? What made you want to go ahead and down that process?
All right, so I originally picked up the file. My man Ron, he was just like getting niggas up around the way, just like, man, you could real life go in the store and buy a full size AR right now with no license. Niggas just wanted to stick. It's like, go in the store today, buy the full the 16-inch jump. You don't need no license. They gonna give you the jump, walk out the door. Mm-hmm. I bought the jump around COVID. The 16-inch. I was like, man, shit.
You was able to just walk into a store and get it around that time?
I did a lot of searching. I found
around that time, shit was crazy.
Gun laws are different per state, so yeah.
Shout out Hanover Armory. They supplied me with the 16-inch full size AR-15. Go to Hanover Armory any day and get a full size. They make them in the back. They got a whole warehouse where they make them in the store, so you always gonna be able to get one from over there. That's guaranteed. So they hooked me up. I got that jump, but at the time, I wasn't really taking it serious. I was just like, something to do with the fellas. You know what I'm saying? Go to the range, hit the range every now and then. And then I wind up like a point in my life, I got like slight depression. I got kind of to it like a depression, right? So I started noticing me shooting the firearms that like I would forget. I couldn't even think about my problem at the range. You know, you gotta be so safe. You gotta be so on point, just hitting off. You feel me? You're not even the adrenaline, the gun smoke going off, everything just. You know what I'm saying? Everybody having fun, laughing, and once the gun even down, whether you mag dumping or whatever, like your adrenaline still pumping after you leave the range for at least an hour or two. You still like, woo, like you know what I'm saying? Like
doing something, you just.
Sheesh. So after doing that, I was like, bro, like I'm happier. I'm not even, you know what I'm saying? That's why I start chasing that high from guns. I start chasing the high from being happier with the firearms. So I was like, man, this shit getting real expensive though. You know what I'm saying? I can't even afford to.
Dude was making you happy.
Shoot all the time,
anybody with
bro.
any type of experience with firearms, they know that ammunition costs, man. That shit costs.
And it's bread. So at the time, I was like, all right, I want to become a firearm instructor so I could like help people feel, you know what I'm saying, give them the same feeling and educate them at the same time.
Which is needed in our community for sure.
Right, so I did that, and I was like, before I do it though, I want to take this serious. I really want to like look at the best shooters. So I'm searching certain firearm instructors, military. Ronin Tactics, GBRS Group. I'm searching real Navy SEALs instructors that show you tactics online, and I'm going to the range with real military dudes that teach the military firearm instruction. Like just from being plugged, from going to the range, from meeting them from my folks already. So they're like, man, we gonna teach you for free. So I started getting that type of training in. And after that, I was like, all right, I'm ready to be a firearm instructor. You know what I'm saying? I took that.
So was that process, would you say, like, strenuous? If anybody interested in it, would it be a strenuous process? Would it something you felt like it was more so just detail? You had to just make sure all your you cross the I's, dot the T's through it, or what would be your advice on that?
It's not a strenuous process, but it's a serious process.
Serious, for sure. Yeah.
You gotta be serious. You can't be like. I just don't appreciate people like getting into fire instruction for the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, people get hurt, people go to jail. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta really be able to
teach people.
Teach people.
Proper firearm safety, how to handle it.
So
how to
the whole jump, you gotta take a basic test, basic pistol test, so they know that you know what you're doing. So you gotta pass that test. As you pass that test, you meet your counselor, either you go through USCCA or NRA. You know what I'm saying? You meet that, you take a class with them, you have to pass that class. And after you pass those classes, you know what I'm saying, then you become a firearm instructor. It's pretty simple, but at the same time, they want to know you could shoot and you could teach. You got the knowledge. So they pretty much go over, like I said, the firearm test at the range, so you have to pass that test. And then when you go to the class, it's an all-day class, and they just pretty much go over all the laws, everything else you're supposed to teach your students.
So that's probably the most important part right there, is really knowing the law in each state and where you're qualified, where you're not qualified to take your firearm.
Yeah.
That's probably, if you can even get one, because some people, like, I believe if you're a felon, you can't never touch one unless it's after like a 10-year period, some stuff like that. Like, you got to be aware of certain things.
They are ways to go around it. You go search up felon with firearms. He got a page. He's helping people right now to get their legal gun rights back.
Okay.
Even if you got felonies. So
Which is supposed to be our Second Amendment, right?
Right.
In
So
this country.
they help you out.
Right there.
But at the same time, you don't want to be able to get these rights to anybody either.
Exactly.
Feel me?
Facts.
Everybody.
Not everybody is
Should.
responsible
enough to
yeah.
have a firearm. People
Yeah.
get a firearm, they get mad, and they do some crazy
stupid shit.
stuff. So it's like, you don't want to do that. So there's ways to go around it. It's definitely a background checks. There's a lot of research you gotta give out.
That's something we talk about real quick segue. You said a lot of people, you get angry. When you're getting a legal firearm, the point is not to say, all right, now I have a gun. Can't nobody fuck with me.
Yeah.
No, that's not the point at all. That's supposed to be at best self-defense, at best. You know what I'm saying? Really, it's just to have it in case you ever needed it. You know what I'm saying?
Your life definitely gotta be in danger.
To even have an argument.
And in Maryland, you have to try to
you got to back down.
leave the situation or try to leave from the situation.
Even if a motherfucker come to your house, you gotta retreat.
Yeah,
That's just insane.
That's what he was saying a minute ago. You got to know the laws per state. So like how he just said in Maryland, if somebody break into your house, you're supposed to duty to retreat law. I mean, you're supposed to back off first.
Certain laws got the council doctrine.
And
you
they
gotta
keep
know,
coming
like,
in.
you come in my house,
I can do it.
You know what I'm saying?
You already fucked up.
Some
You
states,
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you see, that's the castle doctrine in some
the
states.
castle doctrine.
So that's not Maryland. That might be somewhere, but like Virginia or something.
I think Texas.
Texas.
Yeah,
I know the stand your ground law.
But
I know the stand your ground law.
Florida is like a stand your ground.
Yeah, I know those.
There's different levels to the shit. Also in Maryland, I believe if a motherfucker do break in your house, see you with the gun, turn around, you can't shoot him.
It's another law. Somebody break in and they running away from you. You cannot shoot somebody in the back. That's not.
You see them with a firearm? Shoot them. Shoot them. You see them with a firearm? Like, that's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say.
That's a little little asterisk on that.
Little asterisk on that was a joke.
Defend yourself, damn it.
That's the only time you can really get away with that, though. Like, to be honest, like, other than that, you in the wrong.
You in the wrong.
Because you're looking to kill.
Yeah.
You're looking to kill. You have to be looking to defend.
You can't be putting your gun out trying to threaten nobody, nothing. It's only if you or a loved one, somebody you care about, is in immediate danger. And I just went through the classes. It's like 4 or 5 step points you got to put it in. But being in immediate danger is the main one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Fucking
life you gotta know, like, somebody's trying to kill you.
Yeah.
Like, even in a fighting situation, your life is in danger at certain times.
Yeah, certain times.
Like, if you're fighting someone that's the same weight, the same height, that's not a threat. But if you fighting Debo, and Debo about to fuck you up, and you can't really get away from that situation, he got you on the corner.
More than one.
And Debo, you feel me?
We not. To be clear, we're not like giving y'all loopholes and nothing. We're just giving y'all.
I'm letting you know.
Like,
I'm letting you know because it's a difference. It's definitely a difference from I'm scared to pull the trigger because you don't know from like I gotta run away or whatever. Like if your life is in danger, you feel like you about to die, then you gotta do what you gotta do.
That's the whole point. But if you feel as though, like for example, somebody who just got their car broken into, if you come out the front door and somebody breaking in your car, you can't shoot them.
I was just thinking like road rage.
Road rage
not legal.
Kill over tangible items.
No money. No.
Can't do none of that.
That's what your insurance for, my G.
You can't kill him over your car. Can't kill him over technically your money. You can't kill him over your TV, your Jordans. None of that's legal. Just if you don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's not.
I mean, it's kind of a gray area. I'm not gonna lie with these chains though, because they are valued at certain, and it's on your person.
$100,000.
Yeah, it's like. That's a robbery.
That's $100K. That's $200K. That's almost half.
And it's like on my person, so you putting me in danger by trying to take this motherfucker.
That's like a great area. You know what I'm saying? You gotta like talk to your lawyer after that. You feel me? Like for real, you can't just. It's a great area.
So what's your vision more so with being a firearms instructor? Because I gotta be honest with you, but like it's actually dope to know somebody personally we went to school with that's licensed to be able to teach people something that I just got my mother, my sister, my father, I got all of them on board, a little brother, everybody on board with understanding that you need this. You know what I'm saying?
I would say it's necessary as an American first. For real. We going through a lot of times in America right now. War, and these other countries are training. These other countries are prepared. These other countries are teaching things in their schools that we're not teaching. So where do you really get in this knowledge from? Who's gonna like really get you help? Cause they're preparing. They're like, if something happens, our kids will be okay without us. They can fend for themselves. They're teaching them survival.
That's something we always talk about. Even, not even just other countries do that. Here we have other communities that are teaching their kids from a young age. Little 22 for Johnny at 7 years old. He knows how to shoot and hunt.
But that's why though. We think that's a bad thing, but it's not.
It's not.
It's not. That's a good thing. You need to teach your child to survive. You know what I'm saying?
Teach them the right way, of course. Don't have them out here on some fucking Dexter Dahmer shit. But
see, guns is American culture, but when we talk about legal firearms, it's our people in our communities don't have the knowledge to even know we can get it legally.
Right.
That's your Second Amendment right.
10 years.
Yeah, we just getting help. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like past
I'm really
generations.
deep in the gun community right now, so it's like you can see how small it really is.
Yeah.
It's not a lot of people, and the majority of people that's running these big companies, these corporations, they are white. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's not a black or white thing when it comes to guns, though. It's just a firearm. Like, everybody loves guns. We just, as a community, are just getting help. So it's like the gun community is changing now that we're emerging and we're meeting these people. They meeting us. So it's like...
You think that's because, like, we already looked at a certain way, so we don't want to publicly be like, oh, we love guns. But...
No, I think it's because they didn't give us the information intentionally.
Yeah.
Straight up. They didn't give us that information because they didn't want us to know.
I feel like our generation is just... Our generation has that pioneer kind of in us, so we starting to try new limits and shit. So what I was doing now, you know, finding new communities.
And it's kind of weird when I say, like, they didn't give it to us. So it's not going to be as
many until it grow. You know what I'm saying?
Because, like I said, it's our Second Amendment. So it's like they not hiding it, but they hiding in the book because we not fucking reading. We not doing the research. So it's never them. I don't want to say it like that. We not doing our due diligence, and we not looking.
But to be honest, okay, so we black men, so we can rewind time a little bit and say, okay, in the 60s when the Panthers had guns and shit, right? that was when they really tried to make sure everything was
For
illegal.
sure.
They took our shit away from us.
For sure.
Now, okay, you fast forward through the 70s, all right, everybody was more so drugged up. Guns wasn't necessarily.
1800s, we couldn't have them.
We're going to jump to the 80s. But no, but I'm going from the
Yeah.
60s to up to now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can go back further, but that's more so when guns was less regulated back then.
Right.
We talking about the
60s
regulation.
is when we started like
Getting regulated.
We got help.
You see
We
what
got
I'm
help,
saying?
but they shut that down.
They shut
After
that
down.
They
So
shut
now
it
you got
down.
the 80s and 90s. We know what that was.
Streets.
We know what
Yeah,
that
streets
was.
had all the guns,
street
baby.
time.
2000s, that's us. So
Yeah, 2000s. Even the 2000s, we in 2020s now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we just getting help. Like Black Rambo, My Chopper, we just getting help.
Shout out to
you know
both of
what I'm
them.
saying?
Yep.
Shout out to them.
pioneers. Yep.
So, nah, for real. So calling on war, giving us the real legal aspects of it. So it's like we got all avenues right now in the gun community to get entertainment, to get information, to get everything you want with guns right now. So it's a great time to be black. And
It's a great time to be getting into it because you gotta know how shit can change for the good or for the bad. So being as though that you are able to do it now, get off your ass, people.
Nah,
Do what you gotta do.
it's a fucking beautiful thing, bro. Because I'm not gonna hold you. I did my class with a white instructor type shit.
Right.
The joint that I got, but it just felt like even doing the one shit is just like I'm in a room. I don't know how many of these motherfuckers cops. I don't know what they in their mind they that shit was just awkward a little. Like, it was a little bit of awkwardness type shit. I feel like
I don't see now. Me getting into guns, I don't even care if you a cop no more, though, bro. Because I'm not doing shit.
Yeah.
True.
I'm not doing nothing.
Well, yeah. See, you're an instructor though. He talking about from the average citizen.
Right.
Yeah,
Wait,
so it'd
once
be
you
nice
start-
to go
once
to a
you
motherfucker.
start-
I can.
So look, let me
I feel you.
let me say this from my perspective, right? I got this military color for a reason. My father was in the Navy. I'm more comfortable getting an instructor from like a military personnel than police personnel. Me personally, you know what I'm saying?
Just because of the
That's just-
interaction
that's
with
just how-
police
but
that I've
I'm
had.
not gonna lie.
type
Even
shit.
the average police don't have that training though.
Yeah.
They giving out badges, but they ain't really.
So I'm
That
more
range time,
inclined
They're
man.
not
to
as
military
sharp as you
personnel,
think.
man. Like, I
They
don't
not
know.
as sharp as you think with these firearms, bro. Like when we was talking about real training, real being able to execute,
that range time,
reload,
your own time,
shoot. Nah, I've seen plenty of times where it's like they stressed out and they fumbling. They shooting because they scared or they shooting the wrong person. It's like a lot of stuff. So yeah, we just gotta get the proper training all aboard. Cause I've trained
And the proper knowledge too.
Yeah,
Because they trying to take away African American studies, and that's a whole nother conversation. But it's a lot. I don't think all this stuff goes hand in hand. Yes, it does.
So on that, let's talk about the Second Amendment because that's that's surrounding this whole topic anyway. So it's like the whole point of the Second Amendment, if you don't know, is to bear arms against and in case there's a tyrannical government type shit.
right.
And
Or a threat of outside means.
Yeah,
If somebody
foreign
raid or whatever,
invaders, anything
foreign
like
powers,
that.
anything.
facts. These days, people like to make the argument, and Biden even used this fucking argument that, oh, if you want to go against the government, you better have a F-22 and shit like that. But I don't
think anybody in their right mind just want to go against the government.
Yeah, no,
Like, for
but
no reason. You know?
This
We
is
talking
really what I
more
train
so-
for. My personal firearm training. This is what I train for. I don't train for certain firearm instructors specialize in everyday carry and things like that. I train for with AR-15s for the most part and trying to teach you how to really protect yourself against the government or foreign invaders, a war, anything like you really like. Pistols are secondary. Firearms are first. I mean, rifles are first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Always. Like, you want the upper hand. You want the upper hand. You want to win. You know what I'm saying? And something really is to go down. Like, how are you going to protect your family, your neighborhood, your community with just a pistol? It's just not going to work. And most what I learned that most firearm instructors are not training with rifles. They're not. They're not. They're teaching you how to get right with these pistols. They are. You can find them. They are good pistol instructors, but for the most part, I don't see rifle training.
I think that's more so. But well, the reason for that is because all right. So we in the States. So if people get nigga concealed carry, that's for a pistol. You don't want people walking around with rifles every day.
Maryland's an open carry. They do it because they scared. They do it because.
But do you want people really walking around with? I mean, it's still gonna be a legal right. But do you really want motherfucker just towing a yappa for no reason?
I thought about it. Yes, I do.
There's places where that shit happens. So I
you go to
Texas,
Georgia,
like that. You go to Georgia, down south. Yeah.
So what's the difference?
Whole hunting rifle right on their shoulder and shit.
Ain't no difference.
The difference is
I would
because
like
in
to-
Maryland, we're so close to Virginia and DC.
Yeah, that's
They
the
like,
problem.
they like, you know what? They scared.
Yeah.
They're scared.
They
They're
definitely don't want that
They
shit in
don't.
DC.
It's so close to these, and then Virginia is actually a little bit more lenient with. Virginia is open carry anyway.
Yeah, it's the South.
You can open carry with Virginia. You would see somebody in Virginia with that joint on their hip. You know what I'm saying? But you
go
won't
out
see
there,
it in Maryland.
Get your little 50 round, whatever
It's
the
just, I think if we did it more often, it would be better because when you see these mass shootings and you see these crimes, they're not in places where they know guns are at.
Mm-hmm.
They going to places where they know they about to get away with it.
Yup.
They didn't get away with it. Nobody's
If
defending
they
themselves.
don't, if every
Yeah.
place across America, everybody had a gun, that shit it stops. It stops immediately because bro, you not about to go do something. Think you.
Yeah,
All right,
Trying
so,
to just shoot
all right, so I
everyone
gotta
out.
preface this shit just for our audience sake. This is somebody who's very pro guns and shit. Other people might not be as pro guns, but you are pro self defense. So having one, or just having it in your closet, or just having one is not a wrong idea. I gotta preface that shit because it's gonna be people who
I say with training because it's like I said, like certain places have constitutional carry where you could just go in there and buy it with no training. I think it should be some type of speculations with buying a firearm. You gotta have some type of training. Like it is your right.
Yeah.
It is your right, but
you don't know how to handle that motherfucker.
it's your right, but it's also your responsibility. You know what I'm saying? It's your right. It's your responsibility
That's
to
a
be able
good
to
point.
know how to shoot. And it's
I
not
don't know why
just
that's like
it's
that.
not just
If anything, I think the psychological aspect.
it's not
like,
just self defense though. Like what if the
how would you you think about more like psychological?
it's psychological comes from responsibility from your
Yeah,
parents
but see-
or you
but
as
yeah,
an
but
individual because they have these kids at 7, 8 years old. I see it all the time. They shooting firearms
and people can shoot.
because they're
Yeah.
teaching them safety.
But what's the
Finger off the trigger. Have your gun in a pointed always in the safe direction until you about to.
But see,
shoot
that's
your firearm.
my issue when you say you everybody or potentially everybody carrying a rifle.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody not saying in the head where they're responsible. So now you got two
Okay,
people,
his
you got two people
dumb ass gonna
responsible.
go in there.
And then
He
you
gonna
got
try some
another
dumb
nigga-
shit, and there's 3 other people that's sane, and
But somebody
they got a
still-
gun too.
But somebody still lose their life in that process. Whether it
His
be
dumb
him,
ass, because he wanted to go in there and kill
It
everybody.
ain't always just him.
I'm
You
not-
still
I-
got-
so I see
you
that.
gotta
I see
think
what y'all
logical.
saying. Like it,
Like, you gotta
it
be
definitely
realistic.
should be.
It's
I think
not.
you saying it
the
should be
Buffalo
more-
mass shooter, nigga, you first off, he hopped out the joint, shot shorty, boom, boom.
Mm-hmm.
2 people gone before anybody even know
Yeah.
the shots was fast. So
Yeah.
What he's saying, if
Like,
it's
I
more
get what you're
people
saying.
in there,
Yeah.
I
with
get
a
what you're
gun,
saying. No,
it's
definitely.
over quicker.
But what I'm
less
saying,
people,
if
that type
that's
shit.
I hear that too. I hear that
everybody
too.
in
More
that
people
grocery
able,
store-
more people able to defend themselves. Say, hold up,
Right.
Slim, you know
So
what I'm
how
saying?
was
Shoot
he?
back.
If everybody had a
then
gun,
you-
he wouldn't have been able to go sweep through the grocery store.
Fact.
He would
Yeah,
not.
but
Been
they-
able,
not
as
been
soon
able
as
to
he
see-
hit, as soon as he
there
hit,
was
he could have been
Yeah,
proof. He could have
motherfuckers
been
would've
doing
been shooting
all of
back at
that.
him.
There
He
was
could
one
have been.
security
That's New
guard,
York,
but he
though,
had
New
a
York.
pistol though.
And he
One security guard with a pistol.
Yeah.
That's New York specifically. We all know New York gun laws is real. Motherfuckers ain't it. So.
And I get what you're
Yeah.
saying,
If
and
everybody got
there
guns,
definitely should
he
be
not about
more
to play the
like.
same, bro.
It should definitely across the board.
But see, what I'm
be
saying, I
more
gotta be honest though.
between
What
you
I'm
and
saying,
getting a gun so easily type shit.
what I'm saying don't matter for that situation only because he ain't need no license to get what he got. He just took that shit and did it. What y'all saying does make sense is that it would be nice to have more people able and trained to defend themselves. That does make a lot of sense and shit. It just, I don't know, bro. Everything.
You saying because you're giving access to any and
Yeah,
everybody.
access to
it
everybody.
shouldn't
But
just
that
be
is
so
your right.
easy type
That
shit.
is your right.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
But I don't
I'm
need
giving
Dahmer.
you the right.
I don't need
But
Dahmer
I
with a
can't
bunch
tell
of-
you what to do.
but I don't need-
Everybody has a choice in life to
That's
do
cool,
right or
but I
wrong.
don't need Dahmer with a whole bunch of Texas shit on his wall. Like, I don't need that. So I'm not saying the
I get what
stop
you're
the
saying.
jump. Yeah, it's just it needs some type of balance for real.
But,
for real.
but
Like,
how do you create that balance?
I have no fucking clue.
That's the
why I
whole
said
thing,
that
bro.
shit.
That's
I
the
have
whole
no
thing.
idea.
Even
But-
though like gun, like you know, shit happens with guns all the time, type shit.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the number of guns out there, it don't even compare to the amount of shit that happen type shit. It's a lot of guns out here. It's a lot of people that have guns that responsibly own guns and nothing happens type
Right.
shit.
The statistics is probably leaning
Most-
more to 75
yeah.
to 80%.
Facts.
Most people who buy a handgun responsibly manage it responsibly.
Yeah, it's
Most people.
just
Most
that
people.
that other end of the spectrum
Yeah,
is
it exists. We know that's out there. Everybody know that's out there. So,
Yeah.
but that's a good point though. But the vast majority of people who buy go through the process and buy their firearm responsibly, there's a no DI. Like that's a good thing. Most people handle their shit responsibly. I would say at least 70 to 80 to 90% of people. You very rarely hear about instances of people who responsibly handle their firearm. You don't hear about it because they're responsibly handling it.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like
They don't point out all the incidents where they stop mass shootings either. There's been plenty of times where they
it's been a couple. One happened this year, I believe.
Yeah.
Or late last year or this year.
It was like last year.
Late last year, one just happened in the mall. Younger had it. He had his license joint. He stopped the shit. So that situation does exist, and we do need more of that. We just talking about the other end of the access to it, which is
Yeah, I mean,
you can't
at the
say you
same
can't
time,
control
it's
it.
like,
but,
how do you delegate that?
Yeah.
How do you say you deserve one? You don't.
somebody because that's the
You
whole
deserve
fight.
one,
That's the
you
whole
don't.
fight we
I
fighting
mean,
right now.
if there's a history of this motherfucker doing violent shit, maybe.
Exactly.
Nah,
But I think that's the background check.
Have you
yeah.
assaulted anyone?
That's what that is.
Have you robbed anyone? Have you committed any felonies? You would not get a firearm.
Yeah, but you
Like,
know niggas
would
lie
not.
on these fucking
You know what I'm
drugs.
saying?
I see what you're saying more so now because
If you have been
if
convicted,
you pass that background
like-
check, then technically
Yes,
you
you're
okay.
okay.
Should be good.
Yes, you're right.
Now if you pass that at 18,
But all states aren't like that.
But if you pass that at 18, you ain't did nothing yet, right? And now at 20, whatever, you start tripping.
Yeah.
Damn, you just like already
You
in there.
take them. Your
But you
rights
can't.
get taken away.
You right taken away. So that's the punishment for
Yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying? So
You go to
that's
jail.
yeah, you go to jail. Yeah.
So
It's not like it's something that just you get away with. It's still
nah, definitely not getting away with nothing. You're not getting away with nothing.
definitely.
They always watching. They always
Facts.
it's
Exactly. Yeah. And then if you
That's the one.
Right.
That's the
watching.
fucking one right
Nah,
there.
you're not getting away with nothing, bro. You're not.
Responsible firearm handling. That's what we preach over here
Yeah, responsible
at the
firearms.
Good Gas Podcast.
You definitely gotta know how to treat a firearm. Like, keep it safe. Like I said, don't have it pointing at people. And just train with your firearm. Just know what you're doing. Just get familiar with that firearm. Every firearm isn't the same. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really go this and this and that. Every firearm is different. So find your firearm, train with it.
What's your
Good
opinion
company.
on high point pistols?
Trash. Like no, seriously, because I've talked to shout out to Click Two Papa. He stands behind the high point, and
What?
it's
But why?
it works. It shoots.
But that's not
It fucking shoots.
everything. Basically,
Fucking
shoots.
shoots. That's
Like,
what he's saying. He shoots.
All
He
the
hits on
guns that work
target.
shoot.
But I don't know, man. Like I can't get with it. It don't even look
Built
nice.
crazy, yeah.
It don't even
Little
look nice.
crazy. It's too
blocky,
light.
yeah.
It's nah.
Heavy as shit up
But
top.
I've definitely
Like,
seen
yeah,
people like, oh, because but it's the same thing about a Taurus. It's like people say that about Taurus, and I like Taurus.
I ain't really
People
seen
say that
Taurus,
about
Taurus.
Taurus. Like, oh, those Jones, like,
What's
because
those volcanics and shit,
No,
like-
let me say this: old Taurus, if you get anything before G3C or G3 series of a Taurus, you probably buying some trash. No lie, because
You
they
like the
are
new
cheap
shit.
guns. They are cheap guns. Those guns are like $300, and most guns that are priced that much.
There's
aren't
reason for it,
trash,
yeah. There's a
but-
reason for it.
But Taurus is actually competing, standing up with big manufacturers. And I go to these events where they're lined up with all the companies. And I'm testing them out for these companies.
They say they on par with them.
So
Which would all right? So yeah, okay. So what would you think the best?
the best firearm,
Yeah,
Or
handgun,
not- if
handgun.
not the best, your
handgun, best
favorite.
pistol. Quality out the box, straight up, no upgrades. I would go SIG all the day.
SIG? Okay.
SIG soldier. If you want cheaper, I guess, reliability, then Glock. But SIG before Glock, always.
Okay. What do you think about like Rugers and all that?
1911 style Rugers, cool, I guess. Other than that, I don't really deal with the Rugers. I like personally, I like
American shit.
SIGs. 6 Glocks,
Your favorite thing to take to the range and shoot?
AR-15 all day. ARs.
To the AR?
ARs.
Yeah.
I love the ARs. If I'm gonna shoot, go to the range and get some stretching in, like really want to train. It's the ARs because it's like it's an easy platform, but you gotta really know how to maneuver an AR. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to reload, deal with jams, aim, point, how to really point. Because people will get an AR. It's point and shoot, but you gotta really be able to maneuver and run and live. It's time to really like.
I got training videos.
It's really
up.
time to like.
It's dope.
Cause you standing in one spot, not gonna do nothing.
That
It's
ain't
not
real-
gonna
that ain't
do
real
nothing
life,
for
yeah.
you, bro. It's not gonna save you, bro. So you really gotta move your feet, fitness, workout. You know what I'm saying? Take care of your body and really train with your guns. Like you standing in one spot. That's why I really don't like indoor ranges unless you're trying to make sure your red dot or your gun is sighted in properly. Other than that, it's like you're teaching the basics. And after the basics, you really don't need to be in the indoor range unless you're, like I said, sighting a gun or go over basic fundamentals again. You want it's always cool to go over the fundamentals, but after a certain point, you want to try to go outdoors
More advanced shit.
and just move, shoot at different targets, multiple targets. Cause yeah, if you in a shootout, they're gonna shoot back.
Yeah.
They're gonna shoot back.
Yeah, just point.
Hey, you better not be standing in one spot. I know that for goddamn sure.
Can't do that. But yeah, man, the 2A journey has been great, man. It's just like meeting people, just different knowledge that they give you. You know what I'm saying? Just different networks. It's been a great thing though. Just getting real hip to firearms, man.
You think do black people have their own like NRA?
Yes, they do. It's NAGA, National African American Gun Association.
Man,
That's
I'm not
the
even.
first
y'all
time
know
I've
what I
heard
just
that.
heard.
Is that really?
Yes.
It's for NAGA, National
African
American Gun Association.
Yeah.
It's the first time I've heard of NAGA.
Yeah, NAGA.
Was that around before Trump? Was that?
I believe it was around. I don't want to lie to you,
Yeah,
but I do believe it was around before Trump. I do believe it was around before Trump.
NAGA,
Yeah,
National African American Gun
That's
Association.
yeah.
Yeah, I gotta look into that. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
Another
first
gem
time,
for
yeah.
y'all, no
First time I heard of
bullshit.
that. Yeah.
So it gets deep. Like I said, it's not a big community, but they just
Yeah,
started.
and this is why I wanted to
Yeah.
give you an interview on the show, bro, on some real shit,
Yeah.
because this is something we've been talking about maybe 1 or 2 years now, since we first thought about getting our gun licenses and stuff like that. It's important for our community, one, to understand why you might need a firearm, 2, to understand the safety behind one, and 3, just to understand that, bro, you might not ever need to use it, but it's better to have and not need than to need and not have. You know what I'm saying? That's a real simple concept that a lot of us was taught growing up. It's definitely nice to remember that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Gotta protect your home, man. At the very least,
Yeah.
protect your home, protect
think
yourself
about-
and your people.
So we all talk about situations like Black Wall Street, but some people don't know it was over like I think 200 to 500 incidents between 1912 to like 1935. I gotta go back and look at the chart again. Different massacres across this country where certain white demographics went through and they wiped out almost an entire black community.
Yeah.
And now that hasn't happened in a very long time.
Who's to say?
Who's to say? And then with the way this world is going, who's to say some other shit is impossible? So
I would say
we were all granted this gift of life. I believe you had a right to defend it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
that's always that's just a part of life. That's just how it's always been before the beginning of time, though. Like that's
Yeah.
what it's been. They've been killing us, and we just been having to fight back. There's nothing like
That's only 100 years,
There's nothing
though.
like hatred or.
that's only 100 years ago, though. That's crazy. 1921. That's 100 years ago.
But even before then, you get what I'm saying? Even before then, we've been still getting at war. You know what I'm saying? Always been at war. Always been at war. So it's like, you just gotta be aware of it. You just gotta be aware. Not everybody's like that, but when we talk about majority of what's going on in our communities, that's why I say we gotta be able to just protect our own. 'Cause that's not what we've been doing. We've been slaughtering our own people, and they didn't have to do that after a while. That's why I ain't been like they pulling up and fucking us up because
they
we
had
killing
to.
ourselves. They be doing.
You ain't lying. Nah, you
doing
ain't
most
lying.
of the fucking
I
job.
ain't even hold you.
We ain't gotta do nothing, bro.
They poison us in other ways.
Exactly.
Yeah,
They,
bro.
they ain't gotta come and do that.
They don't
Cause
have to do that. They getting money at this point. They worry about
Hey,
their
look.
shit. You know what I'm
you
saying?
ain't lying. I tell you that.
So
It's not lying.
Shit.
at this point, you know what I'm saying? It ain't about to be no money though. To be honest with you, if shit really collapses, you gotta think about it. It's not gonna be no money. All you gonna have is your family and your firearms and whatever else you got.
Yeah,
But you need a firearm to protect
Back to the
that.
basic levels
Basic.
of humanity. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
and that's why it's just
Survival.
like firearms is so different and diverse. Like you have hunting, you know what I'm saying? So it's different hunting classes they do teach out here. You gotta get your hunting license to even be able to hunt. So it's way bigger than just like self defense when it comes to firearms. People go recreationally. We ain't just talking shoot people. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I started off firearms just so I could relieve my stress. So everybody got their own reasons to.
And that's a pretty good reason too. Just hunting in general.
Yeah, to learn how to be able to catch your own food, to provide for your family. Because I mean, it's scared nobody, but it's like they talking if these balloons that they've been seeing that they could be like trial for EMP. Right? So they're like, all right, we throw a couple of them over there, see what they do. Boom, they drive like shot these Jones down late as shit. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. What would happen if we sent
20, 50.
more exactly at one time? And they are giving off certain chemicals that will start a EMP once you hit these Jones. So EMP, if the world get hit by EMP, we have no electricity. There will be no service. So
Blackout.
You gotta get
Electric
some type of
cars
communication,
was
some
coming.
type of communication, some type
TV,
of
radio, everything.
some type of radio, some type of way to be able to communicate without a cell phone.
Walkie-talkie and cell phone.
Walkie-talkies.
Yeah, radio towers. The only thing that's gonna really work.
So if you do that, in 3 days, all grocery stores will be empty. Definitely. In 3 days, all grocery stores will be empty. There will be no food other than what you have stocked up in your house. So what will happen after that? Our America, we have seen times and times again that we start a riot.
Every man.
It don't matter what. They could just be mad. Imagine not having no food. You really mad. You know what I'm saying? So we riot. Something like that happens. They know we'll kill ourselves out before they even gotta pull up. You know what I'm saying? So it's just all tactical. That's why I just be trying to like tell people like, just like try not to panic and prepare. Because if you're prepared, you're not panicking. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we just try to promote is being prepared, being ready. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, okay, I talked about it way on an early episode during the pandemic, but okay. So, at my mom's house, we like built a little garden in the back. So we've been growing our own little vegetables and shit. We took the shed, turned it into like a little boxing gym. Okay, boom. When the pandemic first started, we took the little, the little room like your boiler room be at, like a little storage room. Put some little metal shelves in there, start loading it up with canned goods. Just because we don't know how everything gonna shake out. And now, granted, it's been 3 years, so that stuff didn't have a little more worn out. It's been sitting there a little bit. But nonetheless, you prepare for something. I'm just giving you small tidbits that people can do. You know what I'm saying? That's not nothing that's too hard to do. You know what I'm saying? Just stack up some shit, plant your shit a little different in your yard. You can all do this, bro. So
Definitely that, because it's like
that Russian nigga talking nukes, so that sound real good.
Yeah, you gotta just in case. Like you can go Parcel Safety, put in my code Slim Sissy, get you a gas mask. You need a gas mask.
oh yeah, we're gonna put that link. We're gonna put that link in the bio. Hey,
Parcel Safety.
Parcel Safety with .com.
Yep, parcelsafety.com. They got a sale right now. And then
Give them the code again.
Slim Sensei.
Slim Sensei.
SLIMSENSI. Slim Sensei.
Yeah, you can get a gas mask. That's the discount off of gas.
That's the discount on top of the discount that they got going on right now. So if you get one, you can get one real cheap right now.
Hey, you just came to a gym.
You can definitely get one for cheap right now. If you need some ammo, knowledge, ammunition, same code, Slim Sensei. Get a discount. just stock up on ammo, gas masks. At least you be good from right there.
Absolutely.
You can move around.
That's a start.
That's a start. That's definitely a start.
Boy, that is a start.
You know what I'm
Ooh,
saying?
a lot of people don't even know ground one. You know what I'm saying? Like that gas in the air, you done as soon as you walk out the front door.
Yeah,
So,
check this
Shit,
In Ohio, you see all the stuff going on in
all the
Ohio?
shit going on.
They not lasting.
South
That
Carolina,
if
too.
if they don't evacuate and get that out of their system, that stuff stays in their bloodstreams for generations. Not
Shit,
just
it
them.
gets passed down.
It gets passed down.
Like
It gets passed down.
what's that city over there? Chernobyl.
Chernobyl.
Yeah.
Yeah,
shit
it gets
like that.
passed down. So it's like it's real crazy. They got the river is flooded with dead fish and
Yeah, I saw that.
all
dead
toxic,
fish. Yeah.
all toxic stuff going on in the air. So at that time, if you ain't popping on your gas, man, you fucked up already. You gotta pop the gas on and get up out of there.
Yeah, and leave. Yeah,
And leave.
Ain't no
Like,
living there.
no,
Fuck that. Yeah.
Nah, you can't do it. So, I mean, right now we are currently being attacked. And
Right.
we don't really even
We don't realize
because America's the type of place that we just they don't want us to panic. We've been being prepped from this since COVID.
But see,
We've been being prepped
Can
to
I
stay
be
indoors.
honest? As a U.S. citizen, bro, the worst thing you can do is tell me not to panic when there's somebody robbing us right here. Honestly, we're American citizens. Most of us believe in our right to defend ourselves. We want to know somebody attacking us, not so we can just panic.
But that's
So we
not.
can't.
They know us more. They know,
They know
us.
everybody
as
not
a
the same.
society.
Yeah, everybody not the same.
So they know if they
Like
tell
that.
us and give us the information, it's not going to go the right way because
why they never
they
tell
have
us
not been
about
training
aliens.
us.
They haven't been
That's
trained.
the
That's
only
the
reason
kill.
why.
That's the real right there.
That's the reason
point.
why.
They haven't prepared
They have not
nobody
prepared
for
nobody.
that type of information. Like,
But they do it through the
shit might
media.
go left.
They
They
keep
never-
do it through the
secret since
media.
beginning of this shit.
They do it through their movies. They do it through the music. If you're not paying
Nah,
attention,
hey, you dropping gems with that.
if you're really not paying attention, they really been getting you hip.
Yeah, anybody who same shit we talking, this conscious shit,
subconsciously,
the shit
they
y'all like to
been
call
getting you
niggas
hip.
fake woke on.
Yeah.
Some of the shit might go left, but the shit niggas y'all already call people fake woke on. These wars, these viral chemicals, niggas talk zombies, but it might not even really be no damn zombies and shit. It might just be how he saying. People just realize might be hungry.
But
out
you
this
don't
bitch.
know
Seen the
because
study that
it's
just
like this.
said COVID came from the lab whole time.
These-
the elite
these-
shit.
Yeah.
When we talk about genetics
And everything
these
since then, all
chemicals-
them other little viruses been coming out of labs.
These chemicals can have any type of reaction to this COVID shot. And they doing a lot of sneaky shit. Because all this shit comes from our ops anyway.
Facts.
All of this shit that been fucking us up. We been getting attacked. We been asleep the whole
Germ warfare.
fucking time. COVID happened, all this happened. Nigga, they been smashing
go
us.
back to
They
2016
been
in
smashing
Russia.
us. We just been y'all like so chill about it. They know how to handle it over here.
We
They
sleep.
like,
We just sleep.
As long as
The
it ain't
right
no
word-
invasion,
the right
you
word
like,
is sleep.
yeah.
we
Niggas sleep. That's the
They
right
sleep.
sleep.
But
long
they
as
gotta
they don't
rock
come
us to
over
sleep.
here.
They gotta rock us to
Motherfuckers been
sleep.
saying wake up. That
Yeah.
wake up. That's what that shit mean. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
wake
Like,
the fuck up.
It might be talking about something differently, but it all it's an alarm clock. My
We've
boy.
been
Like,
getting attacked for years, bro. The last several years we've been getting attacked, and we have done nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's been crazy, bro. That's why I said as soon as the shit hit, I bought the AR-15 because I already knew what time it was, bro. I knew what time it was. I was like, oh fuck no, bro. Shit about to go left. I didn't know how fast it was gonna happen or how slow it was gonna happen. I was like, nah, I see it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta just be aware, like I said, because if you get some shit from another country fucking your society up, you know what I'm saying? You gotta just question that, like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying?
wrong, bro. You not wrong.
January
And then look,
6th might have opened.
I'm
niggas'
somebody.
eyes a little
Look,
bit, too.
I'm going all the way back to that Pokemon Go shit, bro, because that was a Chinese
Oh,
app,
man.
bro, and everybody was walking around. You remember me saying that a long time ago? Everybody just walking around recording everything and
Big
shit.
ass
groups
They stumbling on the
bro.
government
But
property and
that
shit,
was
like-
from a whole foreign.
Yeah,
that was
that's what I said.
from
That
them.
was from China.
Damn,
I said that shit.
They got
You remember me saying that shit?
They literally
They
got
done-
That
everything.
shit used to throw me off, bro. Cause y'all walking around recording people and shit, all up in shit you not supposed to be in recording, and then the little Pokemon, whatever, just
And they
in a
ban
little
that shit.
random spot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they
eventually-
sending it over there.
They send it in
over
some
there
spots.
so
Say,
you
yeah,
can
go
get
record
some-
this. So you record
Damn, I never
all
thought
this
about
shit
that.
and get
I
over
never
here.
thought about that.
I
said
knew
that
they.
shit
I've been saying that shit
over.
for
Damn.
years, bro.
He never
Damn.
downloaded that. I was playing this shit
I ain't
like
never
you played this
on-
Pokemon
Hey, thank
shit.
you, bro.
I played it.
never
I definitely
downloaded
played
it.
it. I definitely played it, but
I was not
I knew
fucking
I
with
did.
it.
knew it was recording
I
me,
was
but I ain't
not
never,
fucking
I
with
never,
it, fool.
I never thought about it to that extent. Like
You
that's
realize
real
walking
shit.
around recording shit, and then
Nah,
you just
that's
got a
fucked
virtual
up.
Pokemon disappear and shit.
You know what else record?
That's
The
funny
fucking
as shit.
How much footage you probably got from that, bro?
You see the joint that sweep your house,
Roombas and
the
shit.
Roomba. They got the camera in that joint.
They
And
say they can
found
map out your whole
whole
fucking house off
house.
that
The
shit.
Roomba.
Yes, bro.
I
Like they can
you
get
know
a
your
blueprint of your house off that shit.
Damn, I ain't know the blueprint shit, but no, you know your motherfucking Xbox the Xbox shit,
Kinect.
the Connect
Yeah.
joint, they been motherfuckers been hacking them,
Yeah.
bro. I don't fuck with none of that camera shit. Close your laptop, close your MacBook, your TV. I be thinking this little camera on the bottom of your
Tape
TV.
over the
But you
webcam.
can't really get away from it, to be honest, because it's like
It's technology
What do you
now.
think? When you open your phone up, all the ads and all that shit be popping up. Like what the
Man,
fuck?
wait, they
It's
listen
like,
to your
oh, you like
certain
hold up.
I
words
was
and
just
shit.
talking about this shit. How the
Yeah,
fuck it
bro.
pop up on my phone?
It's not a coincidence, man. It just don't work like that.
At the end of the
It
day,
just
They're
don't work
buying
like
that
that.
information.
we
They're
all
buying
sharing
it. It's
this
all a
big-ass
system. It's
word,
all a
man.
business.
Shit.
Shit, all a business.
Yeah.
They get paid to spy on you. You know what I'm saying? So it's all a fucking business. You just gotta be hip, man. Just get ready, stay ready. Like I said, bro. And
Be ready, like you said, potentially, if they are flying EMPs over the country, if you don't know what the EMP is, that's an electromagnetic pulse. That means when you hit it, turn it on, hit a button, or like you said, when they potentially shoot it, that's going to create a large shock wave that knocks out all electronics. So nobody, you will not be able to call, text, nobody. If that situation ever does happen, stop what you're doing, go straight the fuck home. You know what I'm saying? No, seriously, that's it's a laugh joke, but go straight the fuck
for
home.
real.
Like, no, don't try to crash. Y'all try to drive safe and all that
Because
shit.
there will be traffic.
Go
Crazy
home.
traffic.
Like,
but that shit isn't all your technology. It's in your
that
car.
shit. It's
It's
everything
in
in
your car.
Yeah, if you got electric, no,
If you
I
got
think your
electric
normal
cars,
car,
right.
your normal startup car should work. Your electric jumps,
Yeah, your electric
Teslas
jumps.
and shit probably
Newer,
yeah.
some newer cars have
That
certain
electric
technology.
car, yeah, wait, it might
You
not.
see the motherfucking the Sway Jones and all that.
Some of
It's
them,
fuck-
yeah. If you
it
have
fuck
electric,
your whole shit up.
yeah, it's gonna fuck with all that. If you have an old model, like
Yeah.
anything before 2015, you should be
Nah,
good.
like,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? You should be
yeah.
alright. But after that, it
Maybe
might be iffy some
motorcycles and
shit.
shit probably be good.
Most like you good. Anything you got to crank up, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You good. Motor. You know what I'm saying? We're talking electromagnetic. So anything that's on electricity,
Electric,
like computers, phones, motherfucking all that shit, iPads, all that shit. Nigga, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Basically, all communication.
Except radio. Radio.
Like,
If you have a walkie-talkie, you'll be able to talk to your people, but you gotta have walkie-talkies. You know what I'm saying?
So that's why they're going to war now. China is trying to invade Taiwan. This is what's going on right now. China's trying to invade Taiwan because Taiwan has all these microchips that are in all your technology. So without this one little ass microchip, you can't make nothing. You can't make a car. You can't make a phone. You can't make a TV. You can't make
I work at a
shit.
dealership now and shit. And they not getting as many cars now
Because they don't got the
got
microchip is
microchip
slowing
shit.
down.
Shit
slowing.
taking months to
You ain't
get
gonna
over
make
all
shit.
that
You can't get nothing. So if China successfully takes Taiwan, there will be no production of any of our technology. They stop that. Boom. They cut it short. Boom. No technology. Then they hit us with it. It's like a domino effect. They waiting for it. Hey, bro, you better not come over here. You know what I'm saying? You better not come over here.
They're provoking us
Yeah.
into this world war.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the reality of it. And being as though our country is so diverse, it's a beautiful thing and a bad thing because we are now selling ourselves out with one country and then with another country we need to defend. We ain't doing nothing to help defend. You know what I'm saying?
We
So-
left Iran with all of our equipment.
Yep. I just
So
said
it's
something
like-
about that.
We left with everything. They got all of night vision, helicopters, tanks,
guns.
Humvees.
Yep.
They got crazy shit over there now, bro.
But
they got
all
the-
we see though
they
is
got
all the
intel.
troops coming home. Clap it up.
They got certain
I think
technology.
people don't understand the concept of war. Like if you grew up in a military family, if you have military friends, then you kind of get a concept of the status of the world. Where
Right.
the world's going. If
Right.
you watch the news, That's cool. It'll put you in the mindset, but nah, you gotta really talk to people
The
who
news
understand
only
what's
going
going
to tell
on.
you what they want to tell you.
Right, that's a media outlet.
You know
They're
what I'm
telling
saying?
you
They
their
not-
food. They're telling you what they're gonna feed
And
you.
then all the times
Period.
not because they don't. They just know y'all just gonna freak the fuck out. That's what it comes down to. They know y'all just gonna wild out and it's just gonna be worse.
That's
You
why
know
they
what I'm saying?
never
It's
tell
gonna
us
be
about
worse.
aliens. Because they
Yeah.
know. They know damn
But they
well.
will. They have been.
Shit,
They have been. They have been
He
slightly
made a good point. Said through
Kinda
movies
they
and
have
shows,
They,
but
no, they've been
yeah.
actually saying it on the news, certain shit. They've been
aliens too,
saying
yeah.
aliens, but they will switch it up. Sometimes they might
You're
backtrack
not
this
lying.
and that. You know what I'm saying? They might say that's why they sent balloon because at first it was definitely unidentified flying
I was about
object.
to
That's
say,
what they said at
I'm
first.
so jaded. I think the later joints, they was doing that just to fuck with people and be like, oh, it's just unidentified shit. We don't know.
But it was a balloon.
like-
They literally had pictures of the shit in the boat.
I think they
From
be
Navy
faking
SEALs,
some of that
and the
shit.
shit was a balloon.
yeah.
It was really a balloon. I seen pictures of the shit. It was like, what the fuck? So it's like,
I don't know.
at first they was, like I said, they was saying UFOs. And I was like, how is it a UFO but you shot it down?
I know that this
You ain't shooting
conversation.
no UFO
Ain't
down.
no balloon.
This
coming,
conversation
yeah.
might seem boring to some people, bro, but if you really care about just the simple fact that you're able to live in a free country, then this conversation matters. These conversations like these matter. You know what I'm saying? Some people, like we talked about already, don't have certain military personnel, any families or whatever, so this concept to them is just, okay, that's the military, whatever. They don't understand the fact that if certain things like that fall, or if we are caught off guard like a 9/11 type event, look how much 9/11 set everybody in a frenzy.
And look how much
Wow.
it changed, too.
And the change, but why is it that we always
We
on the-
lost our
React.
rights when 9/11 happened.
You know what I'm saying? Why we always gonna react to end all that?
Once that happened,
Right?
they said, okay, we
They
spying on
playing-
everybody.
yeah, we couldn't
That's
do shit.
when everything changed in America, 9/11.
Couldn't do shit.
Once
with that.
once that happened, they said, you know what? We gotta spy on everybody.
But
We
see-
don't know what's going on.
And so how does
And that shows just how weak our defense really is. They trying so hard and they still not getting nowhere.
Steps behind.
I think it's not even that. They just always watching the wrong. The motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's how they
China is able,
bullshit.
them motherfuckers is able to send a whole balloon across the Antarctic Sea, like floating over here and shit. But you over here
But
looking
you
up.
telling me how it's just
Like I'm
it
just
literally just don't make no sense how it really happened. It's just not making sense to me. How bro, they watching
just
bro,
watching
they
the wrong.
see
You just look, to me, you
everything,
just
bro.
you watching the wrong shit.
Yeah, nah, I feel you. That's
gotta
that's
be
the only
watching-
explanation.
You gotta be
That's
watching
the only
wrong thing,
explanation.
fool. Like you're watching the wrong thing, fool. Like that's the only fucking explanation, fool.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers able to float a balloon all the way over here, and yeah, y'all ain't
now
see
they
it. Till
know
they got
that.
the, y'all ain't see the bitch till they got to
Where was your
Montana.
antennas?
You ain't see the bitch till they got to Montana.
But that's why I said
Like-
that was the throw off.
like,
That was the throw off so you can
dog.
look in the sky so they can throw them motherfucking trainer on us. That was a throw off.
That shit crazy.
Oh, you all boom, boom, boom. We hitting you like 2-3 different ways. What the fuck is it? Why you looking
You
at the
ain't,
sky?
you ain't lying, bro.
You now your whole attention is the sky, the sky, the sky, the sky, the
Definitely
sky.
something to think
Boom,
about.
throw you all the way off. All this other shit happen. Like I said, there's nothing you could do but like see it and just try to be 10 steps ahead of it. Because if you just thinking the government is gonna take care of you, protect you and your family,
Good luck.
yeah, buddy. I don't know how that's gonna work. Like, they gonna fight this war. They definitely gonna fight this war. They not going like that. But it's like it's certain shit they just can't do.
Have you ever seen the movie Red Dawn?
No, I'm
You
not
got,
here.
you got to watch
I'm not
Red
here.
Dawn. I feel like anybody who is in any type self-defense industry or just military personnel, or if you just feel like you should defend yourself, you should watch the movie Red Dawn. It's
Okay.
2 movies. I talk about it several times. It's 2 movies. It's one from the 80s and it's one more recently, like the 2000s. To me, both of them is like a must watch. Basically, long story short, and one of them, I believe, Korea invades, and the other one is Russia. But they invade over this joint. The military y'all like getting whooped a little bit, so they actually landing in places like Montana. It's crazy because that's where they landed. Actually, the place was Montana and shit. They land in Montana, and the people in Montana had to realize the town weaver. They took most of the people who couldn't fight. They took them and had them in like some concentration camp shit. Then the motherfuckers who was able to get away, like say you had your men and shit, y'all was able to get off into the mountains and shit. Y'all was able to go ahead, get a couple guns, and eventually build y'all little guerrilla shit and fight off a little bit. But to me, both of those movies are very important to watch, bro. I just, because it's just the concept in general that somebody can land. We think America is so untouchable, and to be honest, for a long time it has been a little bit.
Yeah.
But in the case that it's not,
What you gonna do?
what the fuck you gonna do?
No, as far as blow for blow, that's what they've been thinking. They thought we was gonna go blow for blow. That's why we've been so poking our chest out for so long, because that's not what they doing now. They thought we was about to just talking about guns.
They throwing
You talking about a
curveballs,
war?
man.
You talking about a war? Man, they know they lost a fucking war, but they thinking around that shit. They thinking all the way around that shit, bro. And that's not fight. We not fighting right now. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we don't really know what we doing because they don't tell us that. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. You know what I'm saying? All we can do is sit back and watch the shit unfold.
And try to piece it together. Like we doing now. We have conversations about it and make ourselves aware. And to be honest, bro, that's our only shot in the black community any fucking way. Is to have conversations with ourselves and say, look, some shit is going on that is above our heads to a degree, but it don't mean we about to just get wiped out. You know what I'm saying?
But they distract us anyway. They know that they don't give a fuck. They know if we get together, they got a whole nother issue going on. They got a whole
but
nother
I ain't talking
shit.
though. I'm talking if this shit go left, I'm talking about, okay, we not just sitting here down. That's the whole point people defend themselves. Like, you're not just sitting here and just going into a concentration camp and it's just Nazi Germany all over again. That's the whole point. Because we don't know what's possible. We really don't fucking know what they would do if we did fall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't know.
But I'm saying we can't really be prepared about it if we too worried about like Cardi B.
Right.
Like,
We distracted with the bullshit.
We can't see it. That's what I'm saying. We can't even
About to
see
get into a lot of
that
bullshit,
shit.
but-
Man, it's
And
always
that's
some new
what's being
celebrity
promoted the
did
most.
something.
Because if we just dial down like certain algorithms we have as a whole on Instagram, then we could change certain shit. Because we as people have the power. You know what I'm saying? They promote certain shit, but it's like, it's what you feed into, what you decide to give energy to at this point, bro. It's just like,
Because that comes down to your awareness level. That's what, like you just said, what you paying attention to. No shade on anything like Baddies, West, or none of these shows, because they are interesting shows.
yeah.
They really are. But
Yeah.
when you talking about the potential,
Entertaining, I don't know.
they entertain. Interested and entertaining, they both of those words fit.
Yeah, right.
Interested, definitely entertaining. But
But that's what they do.
it is a form of distraction when you talking about literally potentially World War III, and not just the word. Like, you talking about literally the starting steps to these motherfuckers trying to blow up every fucking thing. Like,
Yeah, but that's why
That shit
if
ain't
you look
it.
at like the war in Rome and shit like that, they people in society start going crazy. They just throw circles, throw some lines out there, and had them going crazy, have entertain them. That's why we have the Super Bowl. That's why we have them being serious. That's why we have all of this shit, so we can like for a moment as a whole
about
community, as a whole country, we can all agree on that.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl as a country. So
one event where everybody can
every
avert
year
their
we
eyes
gonna make
to
sure
everybody
shit's
watch
straight.
that every year.
Every year, everybody gonna make sure that shit is good. You know what I'm saying?
That's because you got 32 or however many billionaires making sure everybody is making sure that shit is straight. All the masses is up there saying, all right, niggas, and everybody else, you know,
Yeah,
or
but
people, and niggas. I can guess a whole nother word because we can talk about everybody being that, but.
You ready? Let's get into.
I was about to say
light
a whole. We did a whole. How long we been in this on an hour?
Yeah, we don't know how.
It's our first hour long just interview.
oh,
We still
shit.
got a whole little list of time, but we can flow through them jobs kind of quick. I ain't gonna hold you.
Just chop this on up. You feel
I
me?
think something good to start with. Like it's a little.
Hey, we have some
on-topic
content in
still.
that, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all go back and check out all of
For
that
sure.
shit. You hear me? But
Why
good.
they fucking with John Morant, bro? I think I don't know what type of smear campaign going on against that man, bro. I'm not believing none of this shit.
Yeah, this shit goofy anyway.
He beat up a 17-year-old, pulled a gun out on him just
Did see that.
after a pickup game.
What?
Come
I
on,
thought.
bro.
Hold on. Okay, see now I know it's bullshit. Hold
Yo,
on.
this is the
hold
new
on, listen,
story,
Listen.
bruh.
Because what I heard was he beat up a 17-year-old because he threw the ball at his head or some dumb
Bruh.
shit. Yeah, exactly.
So,
I
hold
don't
on.
believe it.
So let me get this straight.
I don't believe none of that shit.
So what are they saying? He whipped out the iron on.
I ain't never heard that. So I don't.
This is supposedly this happened in some fucking backwoods ass city nobody ever heard of. He playing a pickup game. You get into it with a 17-year-old.
Hold on. We supposed to believe that during the season, right after the All-Star game, John Morant is in a random city.
This supposedly happened last year.
Okay.
This is just coming out though.
Oh man.
And this shit was in the Washington Post today, bro. Talking about.
I think what you just said is a smear campaign again.
I don't know.
So
why.
can you break it down for the people that what was said?
The story is a pickup game going on. For some reason, John Morant gets mad at this 17-year-old. I guess they going back and forth talking shit. He say something he don't like, and John Morant not only beats him up, but brandishes a gun and like scares the little nigga type shit. Like,
okay,
stop playing with me type shit.
So what do y'all think about that though?
It's bullshit.
Don't believe it.
When the first story came out a couple weeks ago, I didn't know. It was like up in the air. Maybe he around the wrong people.
If y'all mamas ain't tell y'all don't believe everything you hear, I'm gonna tell y'all.
So what would be the advantage or the speculation to put that type of on?
This is the
for them to say
just the narrative with him now, bro. Everybody think he's trying to be some type of gangster.
Be honest. All right, look, we DC fans, Wizards fans. Right? I don't know if I Wizards. Gilbert and John Wall back to back. Just talk about how their careers both got sidelined just because the league said, "Oh, they quote unquote guns." Yeah. I'm just saying it's definitely a tool that's been used before.
Yeah.
So
I get what you're saying.
He came to a mall 9 deep after his mother had an argument at Finish Line. Talking about the playoffs last year. 2 months after the loss to Golden State, Morant's mother was at Finish Line at a Memphis mall when she got into a dispute with a store employee. According to the Memphis police report obtained by the Post, she called Morant, who arrived shortly after with a group of as many as 9 people, confronted mall security. Police arrived and a verbal confrontation happened. As the group was leaving the premises, he reportedly says, "Let me find out what time he gets off." The guard wanted to file a report because he felt threatened. This don't even say nothing about him putting hands.
I was going to say it sounds like
about him putting
sounds
hands
like
on
nothing happened. It sounds like nothing happened. So
he should be alright.
He should be alright.
To me, it sounds like nothing happened. It sounds like people fishing for incidents.
Yeah, I don't see beat up. I don't see guns. Like, what are we talking about?
But they just don't like when real niggas make it.
Yeah,
it's a difference.
I'll say
it like that, but
I'll say this for Ja. I'll say this for Ja. He probably never hit this episode, but if you do, anybody like him, do your best not to put yourself in them situations. Only because this is why they could try to pull that shit back up and try to fish on you and shit. So now you fighting bullshit that you know now it was nothing.
How do you
I said try. It ain't easy.
I'm just saying how do you
it's try. Just try. It ain't like
I feel you.
Magical word.
Yeah, I feel you.
It ain't easy.
Trust me,
I can personally tell
because
you. It ain't easy.
Like try. A person that get up on you just to take a picture and just to
on some bullshit. Then that's nothing you can control.
They plotting on your downfall.
We saying if your folks call you and say, "Yeah, I'm arguing with a store employee."
I was just about to say,
man, I can buy that store. Get up out of there. Fuck that store. Like instead of going down there and might get locked up, man, fuck that store. I can buy that shit. Like,
but at the same time, like your mother call you, say some crazy shit happen. You pull it up.
We know the difference. Yeah. We know the difference.
Yeah.
But see, also you rich, bro. You can come on. They gotta go down that motherfucker. You can get a whole lot of shit happen. Like
for sure. That's like I just feel like there's some sensationalized shit, bro.
Calling me.
That's why I say this shit don't even make like I don't know if it's real. Your mother, you a wealthy NBA player. Your mom's calling you saying, "Yeah, this knucklehead is harassing me at finish line." This nigga, and you Ja Morant.
Who's to say this was even Ja Morant?
Right, I just don't really believe it.
This could have just been some Memphis nigga with dreams.
What that says is his mother called so he could fumble his career. That don't make sense.
I don't even think that really happened, bro.
I don't think so. Who's to say
that? Why wouldn't you call the father? Why wouldn't you call one of the other sons? Like I don't really think that happened. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure. And if it did, it's still.
If he get that call, why he don't call?
Even if it did happen, the little report he just read says nothing happened.
Exactly.
They had a verbal discussion.
Nothing about a 17-year-old.
Sadly, they talked it out and went home. Like nothing happened. It was that.
Didn't leave in handcuffs. What's the story?
Yep. Nobody was touched. There were some words, and then these niggas left. So
ain't Memphis overcurred?
What are we talking about? Like,
stuff, man. They get crazy.
I don't know. I'm just talking about that specific incident.
Yeah.
It sounds like nothing fucking happened. Like I don't know what we talking about. Like,
I don't know where all this shit coming from, bro. But I hope shit just ain't what it seems. That's what I'm
what else
saying.
we got? What else we got? Because I don't know. They definitely trying to fuck with Ja, but
Did you see? They saying they about to put a time limit on TikTok if you under 18. Speaking
Good.
of like other
That's
countries fucking with us.
a time
That's
limit.
good.
What's the time limit?
Underage,
I
if
think
you
they said it's gonna be like an hour if you on there for more than an hour. it's gonna
if
put
you gotta
on
be
type
18
shit.
or over, right? It's
I don't even know
it's
anybody over 18 is
over.
on TikTok, but I guess the money or whatever, cool. I've still
I
like
agree.
how I never got on the Pokemon Go shit. I still have not
No,
downloaded TikTok.
You
I just
right,
had
you
it.
saying- All right, so what is your thing about TikTok?
I ain't nothing against it. It just to me it felt like it was for the kids, so I just
Right,
didn't
right,
really feel like it was
yeah,
for me.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I get that. I get
Like
that.
I'm not standing
I
doing
get
a whole
that.
bunch of not doing all the
Dancing
jigging.
I get that.
I just
around.
wasn't, so I never knew what I would be on there for.
See, I felt the same exact way about TikTok, but the only thing is I just stopped putting gun content on it.
Right.
Yeah, see,
So
I
it
think
was just
that
like,
stuff goes
I didn't-
viral on there real easy. So I think that's probably the best.
So I was
Yeah.
like, what am I going to do on TikTok? And everybody just covered like, do the same shit on your Instagram. Just
Yeah.
Post it on your.
That's
post it
probably
on your
the
TikTok, post
best.
it on
Yeah,
your TikTok.
best use for it.
So, but at the same time, y'all could clip this up and throw it on TikTok. It would blow your whole audience up around the world. That's the only thing about TikTok. It's not just like America. It's not just like
it's all around.
it pushes the algorithm up based on all these topics y'all talking about that it might work. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing about TikTok, because you get 10 times the views, 10 times the likes, 10 times the exposure. And
Yeah.
I don't know if it's...
We might think about it. We might have
Yeah.
to make a good ass TikTok page and
Yeah,
just
so
do
that's
straight
just-
video content.
Yeah, just clip it up. You might get like y'all might watch it. Y'all might see something that's like interesting in that clip.
Yeah.
But now they making TikTok clips pretty lengthy. I done seen some pretty lengthy ass.
We might have to get it a
TikTok
shot. I really was not trying to get on TikTok, but you actually just kind of convinced me that.
Yeah.
All right, at least for
100%.
networking and marketing, it
for
might
sure.
be a good tool for that.
I'm wondering like what they gonna put like the little how on these betting sites they got the timer for you and shit like, oh, you been on here 30 minutes, don't if you addicted to this shit, call the number.
That's what FanDuel
I
do.
don't.
That's
I
what
don't
they
think it's
do.
good
That's
for
the little
kids to be on there,
sports
bro.
bet.
TikTok.
I think
Yeah,
it,
bro. I don't think that shit is good for them. Bro, it's so like I
would
said, it's
never
so
know.
much content. It's so much shit, and it's not like,
Too much
oh, you
stimulation.
can't watch this. You can't.
They
No,
can
bro,
watch
they can
everything.
watch whatever the fuck they want. I done seen crazy shit on TikTok too. So it's like you got your child on TikTok. all
See,
day.
I don't know that
shit
side
is
of
worse.
TikTok.
That shit is
That's-
worse, bro. I've seen it now. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. It's
I
worse.
don't know. I
It's
only see
worse
TikTok
than
videos
Instagram.
on Instagram. That's right. I only see
That's
them
what
when
I'm
they
saying.
make it to IG. So
So it's like they a little bit more OC over there on TikTok, because it's like
That's
on
interesting.
Instagram, your shit will get deleted
Right.
immediately.
That's interesting.
Immediately on
TikTok will go
Instagram.
wild.
But TikTok, they don't let you get away with certain shit. I'm like, oh, what the fuck is going on over here in TikTok?
That's
Feel me? So it's just kind of it's just wild, man.
I feel like people will look at that the reverse way type shit. That's fucking
Yeah,
interesting.
TikTok is wild.
It's the first time I ever heard that. You want to get into some crazy shit?
All right.
You know, I be seeing these little confessional tweets and shit, bro. And they be some of my favorite tweets, right? So
Okay.
somebody write into the little confessional Twitter and shit, and he like, yeah, I seen my girl scrolling through her camera roll and shit, and she had sex tapes from her previous relationship still saved in her phone and shit. And I just thought, like, damn, that's tough. And like, what do? Is that cause for getting up
girl?
out of there?
Your girlfriend?
Yo, girl.
Jeez.
Like, why you got them? Yeah? Why you still got them? We make videos. Why you-
hold on. So you saying repeat it one more time. You saying
you see her camera roll, however it happened. She either you looking at her scroll through or you scrolling through or whatever. You just happen upon a video of her doing some sexual shit with a motherfucker that ain't you. And like, but of course you see the dates and shit. It ain't like some shit with like it was yesterday.
I was just about to ask. Is it
Nah, it
recent?
ain't look like it was yesterday type shit.
How long
Like,
ago was this?
it's like maybe it's from like 2 years ago before y'all met type shit.
I'm probably not even gonna really say nothing But in my defense, because if it was in my phone, I probably would keep it too. If it's a
Yeah,
good
yeah.
one. But
I feel like you gotta delete your shit when you get serious with
You
somebody.
Nah, for sure.
that's a whole nother
You know it's
conversation,
in there.
bro.
You know it's in there.
Yeah.
You know the fuck is
Can
in
I be
there.
honest? Just a possibility. You get serious with this person, 2-3 months later, y'all break up, and then you
Man,
delete
you
it.
missed your video.
You deleted all your shit. You go to now, okay, you go in a drought.
Hey,
So
that's
you don't get
tough.
nothing for 5-6 months.
That's
so now you
tough.
just shit out of luck. I'm just being honest.
I get you.
I say,
Alright.
everybody's situation is a little different. You just gotta be alert to your situation, and if you in your gut instinct like she on that. That's what, and if she not, then you trust her that
I
much.
have a lot
Sometimes
of questions,
don't trick yourself. That's all I can say. Don't trick yourself out your situation.
Yeah, I would say
Like-
just do
like-
you. Do whatever best for you.
Yeah.
Shit, I would look. Stop telling yourself.
I see the dude that got locked up because he called the police on the escort that he had.
What?
What?
He had the escort. I guess she came through. Her services wasn't
Dumb.
up to par, and he called the police on
What
her.
did he say? What did he say? Like, how do you do that?
The escort I had ain't come through with the gang.
And turn around, sir. Put your hands behind your back.
And he
I
got locked
paid her.
up.
Yeah.
He got locked up. She got locked
Listen
up.
to what he said
I
though.
don't think so. No.
Bro, the first 3
Oh, my
words.
God.
The escort he paid. That's like 4 or 5 words. The escort he paid.
Yeah, you're committing the crime.
Like-
She didn't go through with the crime.
Like,
Right?
Yeah.
niggas sound like a dumb as shit. Like,
Damn. Yeah.
the
I don't
escort
know.
you paid. Alright, sir, turn around for me. Like,
Turn around. boy.
stupid ass motherfucker.
Put your hands behind your back real quick.
He tweaking.
Why? yo? Just take your little L's. Like,
That's how you know people be entitled though. They feel real entitled. They ain't really thinking about shit because you ain't think that through for
meant-
like.
Cause he automatically thought she was like worthless in her mind. Like he's like, if you already selling it, you ain't shit anyway.
But my thing is, what you think the police supposed to do? Nah, you gotta pay him, man.
why
Like,
is the police?
What do you think?
Why is the police? Like,
What the
you do know you committing a crime.
What the
right?
fuck you think supposed to happen right there, bro? Like,
That's
oh,
crazy. Like, it was the brain of a motherfucker to come up with. Let me call the police on this.
That's to me. That's just as bad as a motherfucker.
Hold on,
call
hold
the
on.
police.
Not funny though.
Let me
Is
nigga
she
call-
white?
I think he was.
That's the only reason he
I
did.
gotta
He had
know.
to be
I
white. if
gotta
he did.
know, 'cause
he
like,
had to be white. if he
Oh,
did
how
it.
you?
But look, that
That's
remind me of the
what-
motherfucker. Did you heard about the nigga who went to McDonald's and shit, got mad that they ain't had no fries and called the police on him and shit? Whole time he had a
He
warrant
had
out
a
for his
fucking
arrest.
warrant. Yep.
That happened like the start of this year or last year and shit, end of last year. Niggas, people, I say niggas, people dumb. People
Yeah,
just
forget
like,
they got warrants out here.
forget they doing some shit they're not supposed to be doing. Fuck, you know what you're not supposed to be doing. You calling these motherfuckers. Like,
Niggas is insane, bro. That's what I chalk the shit up to. Speaking of people getting over on motherfuckers, how is people still getting catfish? Explain this to me.
people slow.
I don't know.
Or people just unaware because,
How
It's
could
old.
you get catfish?
yeah, I'm about to say, at this point, it gotta
All
be
these
scripted.
camera phones.
It gotta be scripted at this point, bro. It gotta be scripted.
So look,
But nah, some people got alright. So some people got so low self esteem that they'll convince themselves through the situation. Like, alright, I'ma just
That's crazy.
I'ma let them spin me because I don't get no interaction with anybody anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't talk to nobody. I don't get no type of.
If you are one of the
Yeah.
people, you probably live in one of them small towns. And my best advice, bro, is to try to find a way to move. Yo, I say, yo, that sound fucked up. It do.
Hey.
But realistically speaking, if you're in a town and you feel like, okay, I'm not getting interaction, bro, if you move to a major city,
But
nigga,
still,
just
they have.
Just go outside.
But they do have the internet.
You
though.
like so,
'Cause
too much
You can
interaction.
literally
Nigga.
DM somebody and FaceTime them through
Yeah.
Instagram. So it's
So,
like you don't
still
have
there.
to fucking
This is-
move either. It's just
it's
like
even
yeah,
worse on this
you
story,
choosing
right?
that
'Cause
at that
this
point.
ain't even just two regular motherfuckers.
Move might sound harsh, but bro, realistically
you
though,
need some interaction.
yeah, you could literally
This
relocate.
lady,
Like,
this lady,
you don't have endless kids or something.
I forget where she from and shit, but this little portly lady and shit on Dr. Phil, she think Omarion is her dude. They engaged. She's sending money to this nigga.
Okay. I seen that. I seen the other chunk, which it was a girl talking about. Was it R. Kelly? Was her dad?
I didn't see that.
She's like, I know R. Kelly is my dad.
Dog.
I know
That's
R. Kelly is
insane.
my dad.
I know R. Kelly is my dad. Bruh.
Like, and
That's
she,
a crazy
she's
statement.
sitting up on Dr. Phil telling
Bruh.
him, like, yeah, Omarion is my man.
Like, my
Dr.
mother was
Phil
with this nigga.
has fucking Omarion on FaceTime to say, like, yeah, that ain't me. I don't. If any of my fans is being contacted by somebody saying it's me, it ain't me.
Scammer.
Yeah, like.
First of all, nigga, y'all, it's 2023. Scammers is like,
Bro.
they out here like milkmen. The mailman used to be out here like.
Ain't no
I don't know, 'cause Dr. Phil,
There's
people try
scammers
to
everywhere, fool.
people try to use that as like a
platform.
exactly. Bad Bunny or whatever her name was got on off that zone. So
How you?
you never know what people do just to
But the
boost their shit.
say you R. Kelly's son. What was the other one about Omarion?
That's shorty. She thought she was Omarion fiance.
How? Well, see, my question is, how do you believe you're engaged to somebody if I never even met you? Like I've never met you. How are
She
we
was big.
engaged? Can we talk about how Dr. Phil was able to just FaceTime this nigga? Like, yeah,
Yeah,
Omarion, what's
Dr.
up, bro?
Phil could get a hold of him, but not the fiance.
What's good, bro? Hey, this bitch said she know you. He like, what? Nah,
Nah, that's crazy, man.
shit crazy.
Let's get into some Black history, some positivity and shit. You know, I know who Cassinet is.
Yeah.
Twitch streaming dude.
Yeah.
Just broke the record on Twitch and shit for most subscribers type shit. If you don't know,
Yeah.
Twitch is like a streaming platform. Niggas go on it type shit. If you don't know, Twitch is mostly fucking white people.
What cast is that most so post?
Huh?
What's his content?
Hey, rappers
like-
coming over his house.
Yeah, he do interviews, just chat
Just
streams type
trolling.
shit. A lot of crazy play games, shit like that. Like he'll play a game dressed as the main character type shit like random shit like that.
Bunch of shock factor shit.
The Blueface Krishan interview where she threw the chair, broke the nigga wall. That's him. Yeah, shit like that. But it's a big fucking thing because, like I said, Twitch is mostly that list of most subscribers on Twitch is mostly white people. If we're being honest with you, type.
So
shit.
he broke the record for being the most. Right?
Yeah, he streamed for 30
All right.
30 days straight from February 1st to March 1st, I believe. Broke the record type shit. So that's dope shit. You know, if you don't know, that's some bread too. So Black History, that's a hell of a way to end Black History Month, if you ask me.
Cool, yeah.
And Twitch has a history of not promoting black creators either. So he did that shit without like brand
the
recognition.
extra, extra boost people
straight
trying
from
to
the motherfucker. The first viral clip I remember, he was in his mother apartment type shit, and a rat crawled on the motherfucking floor on camera, and the shit went viral.
Damn.
And he been coming up ever since
Ever
then.
since, that ain't
Imagine now,
capitalizing that
fool.
shit. Talk about,
Yeah.
hey, talk
That's
about that
alright.
struggle, yeah.
Man,
Shit paid off.
wanted to give him his flowers for the Black History Month and shit.
So.
Y'all want to talk about Michael B. Jordan? Motherfuckers on his ass.
For what?
What he said to the girl with
The
the
red carpet shit.
What he say?
Alright, so a couple months ago, this girl L'Oreal, you probably know who it is and shit. She was on her podcast. Her co-host, I like said Michael B. Jordan was corny. I believe this was back when he was dating Lori Harvey and shit. Her co-host called him corny. Then she went on to tell a story about how she went to school with him back in the day. They used to make fun of him because his name was Michael Jordan and he wasn't a Michael Jordan. And he used to come to school with his headshots and we just used to all make fun of him because we in the hood, we in New Jersey and shit. And I'm just thinking like, yeah, he come to school with headshots, but if the
I was
man
just about to say, hold on, yeah.
I'm
if
in
he
one of
come
the
to school-
greatest shows of all time
But
around this
not
time.
even
What you
that.
saying?
Not even that. If he was coming to school and headshots back then, that mean y'all bitches die like slow. Cause
I had a dream, my nigga.
bruh, you knew the nigga was working on some shit. It actually manifested. He blew
Yeah,
up.
y'all
and you
making
like,
fun of him and shit. Now,
Yeah.
so
Y'all Josh
fast
Snow.
forward 2023, he direct Creed. He's in Creed. He fucking on a run. Everybody loves Michael B. Jordan, right? He on his red carpet for Creed, and she want to interview him type shit. She started the interview with, "Oh, we go way back, whoopty whoopty whoop."
Oh, man.
And he look at her like, "Oh yeah, I was the corny kid, right?" Like he say it with a straight face, but I feel like he was just, throwing a little like I heard what you said type shit.
alright.
she get the backpedal and try and answer questions. And then he also goes on to answer her interview questions and shit. But everybody's in an uproar on some, oh, you did that to a black woman. And
Wait, what did he do?
He called her out
for
calling
what
him
she said
corny.
type shit.
So
yeah.
Call her.
hold on.
her
So
calling
just for
him corny.
clarity, all he said was, "Oh, I'm the corny kid, right?"
Yeah.
People,
They have
hey,
like
look,
an awkward little exchange
y'all
and
might-
shit.
hey,
Yeah,
look,
he pretty much
look,
called her out on that.
This why I can't be a Michael B. Jordan, bro, because
I didn't
know- I
way
didn't know.
worse.
Shorty,
I thought the situation
Shorty was like,
different.
yeah, I knew him back in the day. He was corny.
I
I'd have walked right
did
past
way
her ass in
worse,
the interview.
yes.
But I didn't know Slim.
I wouldn't even
What the
give her
fuck
the
is that?
energy. She wouldn't got that interview. You
I'm like, how
gave
you
her
do
the
that
glow.
to a
I
black
gave you
woman?
that.
Gave
But
her the
I was
glow.
there to white, purple, green.
So it's
Who was
kind
that?
of
Like,
it's like he didn't have to even give her the energy, but he did. So I
Damned
don't
if you
know.
do, damned if you don't. For
I
real.
don't exactly.
but all he said was, I'm the corny kid, right? He ain't disrespect her or
She
nothing.
didn't. But
He
I didn't know.
actually-
I didn't know
Like,
she said that on
I'm
the interview.
confused.
I thought she said it
This
in
why I
high
say,
school. And he
yo,
like had PTSD moments.
Being
She
a black
probably did
man,
both, though.
look, but being a black man, bro, not to make this shit weird, bro, but this the shit we gotta deal with, bro. Even when weirder ones like disrespected, we gotta somehow respect you. Like that shit is
Yeah.
crazy.
Like we're
Like,
attacking our black.
you
queen.
disrespect this man for no
Joe
ass
Budden
reason.
said that shit.
No ass reason. You
That-
disrespected him.
that's
and
what
shit.
I'm talking
Joe
about.
He
Budden
wasn't
said
somehow
that
still
shit.
respect you.
Joe Budden claimed that he's corny for that.
Joe Budden
because
claimed he corny.
He,
Yeah.
he called her out on what she said.
But you
type
fu-
shit.
you
It
fu-
was
you made a
like-
post, but is Joe Budden the person to be calling anybody corny? Like Joe
Yeah.
Budden corny as shit. Like
And it's also cool with the girl so
pump it
bad.
up, pump it up. Like nigga corny as shit.
That shit is weird to me, bro. Like,
It's like,
cause I'm a petty nigga.
So
I'd
what
have
was
said-
her reason to even say that on that podcast at that time? Like she just wanted,
like I said, I
some
think
love
that was
she
around the
knew
Lori
the
Harvey
nigga.
time.
Like, she,
She
she was
wanted to
trying to
tell
get
the
some
story.
love that she
Yeah.
knew the nigga type shit. Get some. Oh, I know. I used to know him back in the day.
He
Type
was
moment.
the
But
exactly. He was the
yeah,
top
yeah,
because she
yeah.
wanted to
but
get
even
that.
that
out.
shit was
Yeah.
goofy though,
She was
cause
trying to wonder.
you
yeah.
speaking on somebody that don't know you for real. You just saying you used to know him back in the day. He like, oh yeah, I was the corny kid, right?
Oh,
you ain't
maybe
never
I
confirmed.
do. Maybe I do remember your ass, and you used to fuck with me, motherfucker.
yeah.
And now I'm gonna let you
I
hear
saw
about
that,
it.
nigga.
I'm about you on my red carpet asking questions and shit. What's up? What you want to know?
It's easy for me to forget a motherfucker for a while.
Yeah. Either way,
Who the
she
fuck
look-
is that?
Either way, I think she looked dumb if anything. But
And me too. But of course, motherfuckers run with whatever. And I want to speak on what the fuck is corny. How is Michael B. Jordan of all people corny, bro? Because
That's a different argument.
he not a gangster. 'Cause
That's
he
a,
not a-
that's a different argument for whatever reason you come up with. You know what I'm saying? If your personal opinion is that, cool.
we gotta
It's just
stop
the fact.
corny shit.
it's
Because
just-
it,
no, it's
always
just-
get labeled to like the
to me-
quote unquote nice guy.
To me, it's just the fact that you try to take what he was in high school and somehow
That's
discredit
another
what he
thing.
is now. That shit
Yeah.
is always goofy as fuck to me. I don't really care about you saying somebody corny. It is, man, that's your personal opinion. He might say you corny. He don't like he might say he don't like girls that only want money or some dumb shit. Like he don't like girls that only do podcasts or something. It's very like people can say anything. What the fuck? Who fucking cares? Like this is my personal opinion. I don't give a fuck.
I'd have remembered that shit for life. I'd have walked right like, what? Why are you asking me questions? Why are you asking me questions, bro? Anyway, there's also, speaking of his co-host and shit, there's also Jonathan Majors controversy. Black people can't do, black men specifically can't do a goddamn thing. bro.
Jonathan Majors too.
They're mad at Jonathan Majors because he had a fucking,
But what they do to my boy?
he had a fucking photo shoot, magazine cover,
The pink joint.
the pink joint, bro.
All right.
What did I
They're
say?
mad at Jonathan Majors because they're saying, "Oh, you're letting them emasculate black men because they put you in a
Alright.
pink furry fucking coat."
That's cool.
What did they say the concept was around that? Did he say? Did he elaborate? Did he just
One of
do
them
it?
fits, I believe he said, was like some anime inspired shit.
Okay, I did see. That's why I said I seen the side by side with the
Yeah.
anime, John.
I'm gonna say this. Everybody, for black men specifically, bro, especially like actors and artists and shit. Some shit, bro, you just gonna have to. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? If Jonathan Majors ain't out this, you know what I'm saying, he is a certain way. It don't fucking matter what y'all niggas think.
Bruh.
I'm be
And
But
honest.
I seen a post.
Like,
I expected
the
that shit to
joint-
be way
the joint-
crazy or something.
Yeah, the
bro.
joint,
Like,
was- it might be y'all pick or whatever, but when he was with the Indian style or whatever you call that shit, and he got the book bounce on the head, nigga, that's some whole universal balance shit. So
yeah.
I'm
I
not
didn't
quick
see
to,
not one picture that it was supposed to be like.
I'm not quick to
crazy,
say everything's so
bro.
weird, bro. Y'all just gotta think a little deeper.
I
Fuck
seen
it,
a
like-
post about that, and they said, you know, they didn't say anything to Prince when he was so comfortable in his masculinity that he could do that. You know what I'm saying? Because he was getting all y'all bitches.
That's
That's what I'm saying, bro.
That's
Nigga, that's a whole nother thing, fool. The nigga ain't up there in a dress and will smash all y'all Jones, fool, just off the strength that he is who the fuck he is now.
Yeah.
And he up there in all
Y'all
pink.
talking about
Yeah, like almost 70% of y'all joints about to go right in front of y'all. That's gonna really make you sick.
yeah, that's a
I
fact.
think
Like,
that's the underlying thing right there. I
Y'all
guess.
niggas need to relax and worry about yourself. Like that shit. That's my personal opinion. I keep saying that from now on. My personal opinion. What?
Saying black men can't smoke hookah either.
Ah, man. That's another one. See, I don't give a fuck about that one, but...
I thought you was about to say, I agree with that one.
No, fuck that. No. That's a cultural thing, fool. That's not even...
Bruh.
Americans are assholes, bro, but we think everything we do is from us. Like, no, bro. That's from a whole nother country. That's cultural. They've been doing it for centuries, fool. Nigga, mind your business.
I don't smoke hookah personally. That shit make me dizzy.
But I just... y'all not gonna like... I can't even say it. That type of man... She's not the person another type of man should be listening to anyway.
I get what you're saying, right?
That doesn't make sense.
Say no more.
That just doesn't make sense, you know? So
don't add
But-
shit 2 + 2 don't even
but,
4.
like, it does not add the fuck up. So
But he came out as he was as homosexual though, didn't he?
Who?
Joe what?
no, we're not talking about Joe Budden.
Oh no, I'm just saying he was talking about. He's the same nigga that kept talking about this shit though.
He said that shit.
He was talking about
before.
all
He
this
was
shit,
fucking
but-
around.
What did he say?
He
Oh, the
ain't
hookah
talking
thing?
about Joe Budden.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, we talking about Joe Budden earlier. Joe Budden said something about hookah too.
Nah,
Joe Budden, I'm sure
that's
Joe
what I
Budden
thought.
smokes
Because
hookah.
every time I see Joe Budden, he got the hookah with the joint and
Nah, it's just
Santana.
all that
he talking about
shit.
songs
Nah,
and
yeah.
Santana. He
Oh,
said
okay.
that shit.
Nah,
So,
he's a wild.
That's
he's,
why I'm like,
he's a wild one too though.
why are we
Yeah,
even
that's
taking
wild.
our advice? Why? Like, that doesn't
wild.
make any fucking sense. I'm just being honest.
I don't know. I can't say too
I don't
much.
know.
about that.
Not that advice. Like, I don't. What the fuck?
Hey, all right, Mo. Y'all seen the lady that ate the $100,000 potato chip?
What?
The what? $100,000 what?
Some fucking chip company made like a Willy Wonka search and shit. Where they put a heart for Valentine's Day. They put a heart-shaped chip
This
in
bitch
one
ate
bag. She not only did she eat it, she saw the joint, sent the pictures to her friends and shit like, oh, look at this crazy shaped potato chip that I just found in the bag.
Luckily, she did that.
Ate the joint, and then her friends was like, bitch, don't eat that shit. It's a search going on. If you turn it in, you get $100,000.
smashed it.
She smashed it.
I can't. Can
So
I
what
be
did the
honest?
company say?
It's a wrap.
It's a rap.
Damn.
It gotta be a rap. I gotta be honest. I probably would have did the same thing because I wouldn't have known that they was like if they said it on TV or they promoting that shit. How the fuck she gonna know it's a chip out there for $100K? Like,
Oh,
did you know there was a chip out here for $100K? Like, what the
If I notice it to the point where I'm taking pictures, I'm gonna do a little.
She
Google
lucky
But
she-
they
search.
give,
but she
they
lucky
give
she
money
even
out
did that, though.
for weird shit like that anyway. I
You ain't
feel
never seen no heart-shaped chip?
Doritos, Nah.
Y'all ain't
Not
never.
enough to take a picture of it, fool. Like
Oh,
incredible.
you mean
this chip is
perfectly?
crazy.
Like,
yeah.
okay, nah, alright. That little perfect ass heart.
Yeah,
Whatever.
that's
Okay.
kind of crazy.
You might see some shit, but you be like, I'm tripping.
But they
Yeah.
pay for those chips too though. Like if you find a crazy chip and you send that shit in, they will pay you some money for that.
I've seen shit like that on eBay. Look at this crazy shaped chip, 100,000 bids and
People,
shit.
people definitely sell.
Should be
them,
crazy.
That's true.
That's interesting.
America.
I feel like people should
capitalism.
get $100K for eating them damn spicy chips.
Them,
For them, that
Blue chips and shit.
that one chip that's supposed to
Oh,
be
yeah.
$2. Yeah, I need $100 to eat. Trying that bitch.
Shit.
Fuck that.
You remember the Lady Gaga dog walking situation, right?
Oh shit, yeah. Shorty got robbed for the dogs and they bagged
Then
him.
they
Right?
tried to return the joints. They bagged everybody involved. Well, the lady that fake bought them joints back and it came out that she was involved is now suing Lady Gaga for $1.5 million because
She was a dog walker.
no, she was in on the scheme.
Oh,
My
shit.
daughter, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Basically, she was with the people that robbed the motherfuckers. She said she found them the dogs in the alley, tried to bring them back for the reward money type shit. And now she's suing because Lady Gaga said $500,000 for information, no questions asked.
Yeah, false advertising.
Yeah, it's false advertising. You said no
It's
questions
false
asked, dog.
advertising.
They asked a lot of questions. But
And that's why the court system is funny because
Damn.
I
What
ain't
did you
gonna
say
lie,
to that?
you get a good
Yeah.
enough
That's
lawyer,
true, though.
bruh.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah,
In
you
court of
know.
law, that's all that really matters. I don't know.
The court system funny like that. You
Damn.
might win
that's
that
crazy
shit.
if she win that shit, bro. I'm looking out for that case.
Jeez, yeah.
Now you lied publicly.
Even if I go to jail, I got what, $1 million maybe.
But then again, I don't know. Damn, it's crazy. Yeah, don't steal people dogs, I guess. I don't know what to say about that shit. But
I mean, shit. If you only get like 2 years and $1 million, is it worth it?
and a million, yeah. Is she out now, right? Nah, she got another
She
year.
probably got some. I don't know how much time she got.
That happened 2 years ago. Wait, last year.
Yeah, you can't get that much time for just bringing them back type shit. I ain't shoot nobody. They did that. I don't know how much time them niggas gonna get, but you know how that go.
I wonder if she gonna get 500 racks.
I want to know too.
Half of him.
You said no questions.
What else we got?
I seen something interesting, right? And I wanted to get your opinion on it, especially. Some dude got some type of AI where he plugs in lyrics and he can make it any rap person's voice type shit. So he got a whole, like, he make beats and shit. He puts a whole Kendrick verse on that motherfucker, voice and all, on this AI shit. And, like, you can hear, like, a little bit of the robotics type shit,
Yeah.
but it's kind of fucking crazy, bro.
Basically that metaverse shit.
That
all
joint
over
is
again.
beyond that, though. I've seen the AI being used for Joe Biden.
I seen that joint, too.
And he said, that's what he said the draft shit. It was AI, though. He was like, yeah, we're going to need all the women, children, everybody pretty much to get in the war. And I thought it was really him. I was like, what the fuck? But it did match up, like, perfectly. But it sounds like his voice.
I give you one
Sure.
better. This shit almost caused like a crazy ass like Mandela effect
Don't believe
conspiracy
everything
theory,
y'all
right?
see, man. Don't believe everything you see.
It was something with Nixon type. No, Nixon was the president when we went to the moon type shit. And he had two speeches. He had one speech for if we actually succeeded, and he had one speech for if they got stranded up there type shit. He recorded both of them, audio wise type shit, but of course they put out the one where they succeeded type shit. Somebody finds the audio years later, use this AI shit to make like a deep fake of Nixon, put the audio behind it so it looked like it's really him saying that shit. Put it out to fuck with people like, look, y'all, that's proof we ain't really make it to the moon type shit. And people believed it, of course, and that shit could have spiraled out of control type shit, but that's the far end of that AI shit and where that shit can be used for type
They got
shit.
the AI. Hold up. They got the AI. You could tell the artist to paint whatever. You seen that shit? You like, all right, I want Mario in the ocean playing the violin. And they would just do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you could think of, fucking AI could realize. Just cook that shit up at this point.
This AI shit getting crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. My shit is like some of this AI shit. I don't like the Chat GPT shit saying all the crazy shit. I ain't really mad at none of that because it's like that shit just giving out responses that it thinks sound good.
There are no eggs. out
Look
here.
though, if it can take their voice, it can take your voice. That's what I'm saying. If
The
they're
farms.
learning how to like create,
Farmland. data
The
mining,
farmland is
basically.
struggling out here.
yeah, bro. If they
But
realize,
my thing is, what happens when one of these AI shit that's asking all the crazy questions get into one of them wild ass fucking robots that they train to
have
carry
already.
guns and shit.
no, they got one into where a little kid was typing to the AI, but it was talking back. They was having a full conversation. So at the end of the conversation, like throughout the conversation, the AI wound up telling it was a demon. It was like, I am a fallen angel. And it asked the AI to like, who are you? He said Lucifer. All of this crazy shit. He was like, I won't hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Just kept like talking to it. And it was just like,
What the fuck
bro,
is
like
Yeah,
he's having
that
a
shit is
whole
crazy, bro.
conversation with this.
All that shit is crazy.
Yeah, so
We gotta. I don't know what the fuck they trying to do with that shit, but I don't like what they testing this shit on. Like, I ain't saying that
But
one
that's what
way.
they
I'm
say
like,
is
yeah,
the
we
fall.
need that.
The fall of man is the technology. You know what I'm saying? Like technology helped us, but it also is like fucking us up. You feel me?
You always talk about the little snake with the legs and shit. Like, what the fuck we need that for?
Oh, that little robot shit.
Yeah.
That robot shit, I don't understand.
Why the
that.
fuck we try and get snakes' legs? Yeah.
That was stupid.
Y'all seen Jake Paul first L?
I didn't see it. I heard about it. I didn't watch that one.
I made a couple bucks off it.
I didn't. FanDuel.
Yeah.
Was it a good fight? I didn't see it though.
It was a good match. They was equally matched type shit. But it's like, it showed what everybody already knew. Once Jake Paul goes in there with somebody his size,
Yeah.
somebody that can take them right hands and get them motherfuckers back.
Yeah, them hell.
Yeah.
Now he didn't fight nobody his size, did he?
Not up
Most
until
of the
this
barbs
point.
they were smaller or just pretty much inexperienced.
Or older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told you if he hopped out with David Tyson, it was gonna be a wrap.
It went the full 8 rounds and shit. He lost in spite of knocking
Yeah.
him down in the last round and shit.
Oh, he did knock him out though.
Knocked him down.
Knocked him down.
But
Okay.
he got back up. They finished the fight.
Yeah.
Fury won on points.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. I don't know what's next. I don't know if he want to keep fighting. I don't know if they're going to rematch.
Man, he got his bag up. Either way.
Yeah, like, I don't think he's going to ever go to, like, real competition type shit.
You don't have to. He's an entertainer. He's not a fighter.
Exactly. He can always fall back on that shit.
Yeah.
Probably do the rematch for the money, though.
For sure.
That's all that shit. That's all that shit was about this whole time. He was not building a professional career.
Nah.
He was just cashing in as many time motherfuckers gonna watch.
Said he got 30
Why
million
not?
for that
If I
shit.
get
30 M in the square.
For the loss, yeah.
Bruh.
And how many times he done fall already? He got a cool 100 and a just all fighting.
Yeah. And that's 30 M for the loss, so he really got more if he won. So all the
Yeah.
ones he won, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's what I'm saying.
And that's his
He's a
promotion type shit. So
Yeah.
he probably
Talking it off that.
Yeah, I
He
got
done
everything.
doubled up.
Yeah.
Damn,
I made
somebody
50,
probably,
60
somebody
with that.
came up and they put money on us. Man. They probably came up.
He probably put money.
You got it early.
Yeah,
I
he
think
did.
he was the
Do the
underdog.
fuck with that though. So yeah, I'm done with this shit, y'all.
What's
I lost.
funny is a script, quote unquote, dropped like the day of the fight type shit. Somebody wrote out like round 1.
Did they say at the end of the script? Did they say he was going to lose though?
Nah, it's of
They
course
said
they
he
said
was
he
gonna
knock him out at the end. Jake Paul wins. They do a rematch type shit. So it ended up being wrong, but it had everybody in the
That was
frenzy.
right.
It,
They had the rest of the script right except he lost.
no.
No,
Okay,
everything
all
was
right.
Script was
Okay,
wrong
all
as fuck,
fucked up,
but
all fucked up.
it
Okay.
dropped before the fight, so it had people like, "Oh, this shit rigged." People was actually using that to bet on the shit. So it's like,
That's dumb. All right, y'all. So yeah, if anything like that gets released publicly,
don't believe that shit.
don't believe
bro.
that dumb ass
That
shit.
shit was just a piece of paper, fool. Like anybody could have used, like, typed that shit up, printed it right quick.
If you ain't got somebody that you know personally with inside access, nigga, that shit is not.
That shit was funny because I definitely put money on the exact opposite. Hey, what we got next? More serious note. Did you see the Tennessee rep talking about bring back lynchings? As
These
an execution?
motherfuckers are
did.
wildin'. He
He
doing
said-
what?
It was one representative is proposing a bill to bring back firing squads. He gets up there to add, oh well, to that I feel like we should add lynchings back into.
Let me ask y'all two
shit.
questions. What crime do you think is justified with a firing squad?
Or
None
lynching.
of the above.
I wasn't even gonna talk about lynching yet, because that's just a whole
Yeah.
race thing. Firing
Yeah.
squad was supposed to be like if you did something, they would military would line up and smoke your ass or something. But what crime do you think is justified for a firing squad?
I think people would probably say these.
What crimes did they use
mass shootings and
before? Do you know?
That was a
murders
different
and shit like
time.
that.
It
And
was
I
a
feel like
different time.
at a certain point, it was just like you got a choice what you want to do. Some people would be like, "Oh, let me do the
Oh,
firing
yeah,
squad."
yeah. I want to go out. You choose that.
Yeah.
Like, you already getting a death penalty.
That, but I mean, in the case of Nat Turner, it was firing squad, or they gave him the firing squad. I believe they hung who was left.
I
so
believe military crimes too used to be
military
that.
crime, be firing squad.
Sure.
If you was like a prisoner of war, it would be like that's really where it started. I believe.
Yeah,
like
okay,
prisoners of
yeah,
war.
that's what makes more sense.
Yeah.
So it's crazy, like we saying, it's crazy that they even try to bring that back. But to then throw on the back of that, yeah, let's bring lynching back.
And I'm
too.
going to
But what are they saying? How are they gonna dictate who gets lynched?
They not gonna dictate none of that because
Same way they
we
do
gotta shoot
who
that
gonna
shit
get
down.
the chain.
No, it's not even bringing
Who
back
gonna
who.
get
No.
The
It's
shot
not gonna
type
bring back
shit.
who get lynched. It's making that shit
Fuck
so it's
that.
not a it's
It
not
don't
a
even
thing.
happen.
No. I'm so let me clarify. I'm saying fuck that was gonna happen, but I'm also saying them saying bring back lynching is not okay. We're gonna legalize lynching. It's basically decriminalizing that shit. You know
No,
what I'm
no.
saying?
Let me correct that. It's actually it's capital punishment type shit.
Right.
They make it
Wait,
so
whoa.
you get found guilty of said whatever crimes they decide.
So they're bringing that back as a death penalty.
Yeah.
But they
That's
can't do it.
That's a whole different
They
conversation.
can't do that.
That's a whole different conversation. I don't think that's medieval
They
times.
can
You want
if they have enough votes, you gotta run how the law works.
yeah, it worked. They can
They get
legally
enough
do it if people
votes,
agree
yeah.
to it. Yeah, they could, but should they?
No,
Fuck
fuck
no.
No, that's fucking insane.
Fuck no.
You know
We not-
what that does psychologically to it?
Bro, that's literally, bro. As
We
society,
fuck.
bro. Let me get this out real quick. As society, we're going backwards if we doing shit like that. We just talked about how we probably need to talk about it some more. How they trying to take away African American studies and shit. That's a huge thing. If you now put them two things on the board, right? They want to take away African American studies. They want to bring back lynching.
And take away people's guns.
And take away, just put those on the board and tell me what the fuck you see. Take away the knowledge of what happened in the past and bring back lynching. We're just gonna put that right there. Like, come on, man. Like that shit.
Insane, bro.
Shit not even a joke no more. Like it's not nothing you could just ignore no more. You really gotta pay attention.
They on camera in front of everybody saying this shit. It's like some fucking mystical.
Because of what he
shit.
just
I gotta
said.
see that.
Because
I
what he
gotta
just
see
said
that.
though. What he just said was facts, bro. Legally, is if y'all motherfuckers vote and allow them to do it,
Yeah.
they can do it.
Yeah.
That's the thing about a democracy, bro. Like if you got enough dumb people who are unaware, and you got enough people that's gonna say, all right, y'all, we're gonna strategize and take over this shit. As long as they do that shit in a way where they just got everybody to vote, you really can't say nothing.
Tell enough people that they like it ain't gonna affect.
And that's you might call that legal, but nigga, they
Yeah,
just
if
took
you know
over
it,
your
you-
whole shit.
it's just
And
like-
not in a good way.
It's
Like,
law. You know what I'm saying? It's the law. Oh well.
shit
You
crazy.
know what I'm saying? You can't beat the law, man.
In our own fucking backyard today just came out that the mayor of College Park is he got indicted or something today on 56 counts of fucking Kitty Creek crimes. Let's say
yeah,
that.
that's a big topic, man. The
yeah,
mayor,
I
the
did
fucking
see that.
that's all right. The mayor of College Park was in the kiddie porn, bro.
So
That's
this is what you gotta realize. If he's the mayor and he's like into politics, he's
sentence is crazy.
he knows something. Cause how you get, bro? If he got 56, think about what he really got away with. Oh, they
Even more.
The shit they don't know is what I'm
even
saying.
more. Yeah.
So it's like,
And
He was
like
on
it's
some shit.
obvious that you using your position to get away with that shit for so long.
but he knows something. He know like. It's
Where
a
is
it's a
he finding
business.
all these
That's what you
people?
realize.
Yeah.
This shit is a
Yeah,
business.
that's I ain't gonna lie. That's one of the first things I did think when they got released was like, why him, like, you know what I'm saying, in a bad way, but like
How did they find him? What led
what's
him
he
to?
connected to?
What is he
That's the-
connected
that's the
to?
real question.
Facts.
Like what you know what I'm
Cause
saying?
shit's
Like,
falling apart.
y'all know,
You
y'all
what I'm
know.
saying? The
What,
more
you know
and
what
more
I'm saying?
shit.
Yeah, is he gonna give that shit up?
Is he
the real
going
question.
exactly? Is he going rat and be like, look, this is how I
Yeah.
did it?
Like,
Because that's what they
that's
want to
crazy.
know. That's all. It ain't about finding him guilty. Fuck that. It's how did you do it? How did and when that come out?
There's so much wild shit going on in this world right now, bro. And it's crazy because it's so many. Some shit is distraction. Some shit is so legit and heinous. Some shit is just nasty. Some shit is just weird. And it's all going on at the same fucking time. Like, what the fuck? Shit's crazy.
Last two topics. They say they found some fentanyl in the goddamn dispensary edibles. The gummies and shit.
The gummies, yeah, out there.
Where-
That's
where was this
Montgomery County.
Yeah.
That's out there in Mo County, yeah. But I see,
Shit.
to me, bro, that's something that people just gotta be aware of in the lane of drugs and any kind of narcotic or any kind of just
How
whatever.
do you be aware of that?
I was about
Nah,
to say, I
but I said,
honestly
well, hear me out.
recommend
That's
people
something.
getting home drug tests for
That if it's
They
possible.
make kits
yeah,
that you
if
can
you can
test
get one of
your
those.
drugs.
No,
But
I
to
get
me,
that, but I'm
stick
saying
with
if I go
who
to
you
the
already
dispensary
know.
and I'm trusting you.
Yeah,
That's different.
That's a
But
tough.
see,
That's
I
different
never,
from you going
I
to the
never been that
street.
person. Me personally though, like you might think, okay, I'm gonna go to the dispensary because that's quote unquote supposed to be where we supposed to go.
Yeah.
But no, if I live,
dispensary going to somebody else
yeah,
hotel.
that's
yeah,
some
for
some
sure.
high up. I don't know where
For
that's really
sure.
coming
But
from.
I'm-
The motherfucker on the street, y'all, I might hate the logic behind it. Motherfucker on the street been doing this shit 30, 40 years. And motherfuckers ain't been having them type problems until somebody else brought their legal hands in the shit. Now all of a sudden some other shit going on.
For sure, but what I'm saying
Oh,
is
hey,
the
look.
people
I don't know.
that want to go through the legal procedure of being able to do that and going to the dispensary, they putting their faith, they tax
shit-
dollars,
that
all
shit
of this.
is
all
hands
that.
down,
Because
bro.
it is a community of people that even got into it
Some
because
people
it got
don't want to go to the
legalized.
street. They
Yeah,
like,
I feel you.
oh,
Yeah,
everybody-
that is fucked up for them.
everybody don't have a community or a person where they can be like, oh, let me go
For sure.
do all that.
But see,
Like,
okay. So this specific, this just now breaking in Rockville, right? Now, granted, somebody's going to be the test done because it's on the shelf and shit. So, all right, boom, that's there. Let me try that joint. Cool, that's how all this shit works. In America, that's how products and merchandising work. My only point is saying, I ain't going to the gas station or whatever. I don't know if you said it was a dispensary. It was a dispensary? Okay.
Yeah.
Me personally, I ain't going to them joints, but I know other people can be way different,
Yeah.
so, but.
Yeah, like you gotta think. The
Ah,
dispensaries is more so for the people
Ah.
that got into this shit when it's legalized. Type
legalized.
shit. Like
Right.
now,
So
let
try
me
to do
try
the right
these little
process.
stores type shit.
But
Yeah.
see, that's
It's the
also the
convenience.
place.
Yeah, the
Be-
convenience.
because we know, we
It's
know.
like, it's a lot of shit.
And of course, people thinking like, oh, it's regulated.
It's a
Woo,
safe-
woo, woo.
exactly.
But because we know,
Exactly.
that's the place. Like K2 was legalized.
Right.
Y'all like,
Yeah,
all right, we're gonna say,
that's
I'm gonna be,
true.
I'm gonna be
Right.
straight up
About
on it.
that.
Nigga, you can buy
That's-
K2 at the gas station.
No,
gas
you're
station.
right
Like,
about
that's a,
that.
that's a
You go
fact.
right
It
through
tell you not to
BP and
smoke it,
grab
though.
it. You can grab that little Scooby
It
Doo
tell you not
pack.
to smoke it. It say do not smoke.
But
Some
you could
crazy
though.
shit.
You can
But
walk
it's
right in that
promoted to
motherfucker.
smoke,
You
so
could have
it's
used
kinda
to grab
crazy.
that shit right on the show, bro.
could.
Let me get that right there, Scooby Doo. Boom. Like,
Scooby Doo pack. I remember that shit. That shit,
that
was a
shit, bro.
pandemic.
So I'm not really, I'm not as trusting as the shit
Nah,
coming down
for
the
sure.
wire. Just being honest,
For sure.
like, just,
It's crazy that you gotta test your drugs from the dispensary, but
yeah.
I feel shit. Maybe you gotta test all your drugs.
Hey, did y'all see? Cause the Metro bus that drove into the jewelry store
I
today.
think I did.
Man,
see
today,
something about
damn,
that.
that happened today.
That happened
Was
today.
was that on purpose or like?
I don't know. That's what I was like. Oh,
That was in like Silver Springs, Wheaton.
It was a Metro
type
bus. He must have
shit.
crashed.
Metro
It was a
bus
Metro
driver.
bus.
Crazy.
drove into the jewelry store.
How the curb or some shit.
I don't know. I ain't see the
Damn.
whole junk. I was like,
Wild times going on. Shit.
I don't know how niggas drive them big ass buses.
Yeah, but
Anyway.
yeah, I thought about trying to be a Metro driver. And I was like, dang, imagine try to hit them turns and shit, certain
Bruh.
angles. Nah, I'm good. I'm good.
I'm hitting something.
Hitting
The
something.
first day I'm hitting
Whew.
something, bro.
Right, and then the first few months where you had them little fuck ups, you really can't have no little fuck ups.
Yeah. And I like to think I'm a pretty good driver, but
Not driving that big
not no
goofy
fucking
boy.
bus, fool. Maybe like a school bus.
That's
the
almost the
Metro
same
joint,
thing.
though.
See,
The
it's
school
not
bus
as
be
much,
like one piece. Like,
and it's not as much pressure driving the school bus.
And
The
you probably
Metro
like
jump,
mostly main streets, you
Yeah.
know.
Metro.
the Metro jump. Nah, school bus you might be on some back streets because you going in the neighborhood, people up. It's a little safer.
Yeah, but it's a, you got stop signs on your
But the
shit.
Metro,
I
you in the city though. You going
Yeah.
through the city. You got
Yeah.
cars all jumping out. Or you got to hit them sharp ass little corners and shit. Then you got to go into the smaller
I'd
neighborhoods.
be 14-point turn.
You feel me? You got to go a little smaller, little nah.
Hey,
Like
fool, that's tough.
go down a little. You might have to go down a little skinny street depending on your route. Fuck that.
And then the last topic, man, they said they got a 5-part docuseries on Jussie coming out.
Who?
Jussie Smollett. You know
Oh,
Jussie Smollett.
yeah,
That's the nigga who
yeah,
said
yeah,
he
yeah.
went
He
to the
got-
grocery store or some shit, or
He went to
7-Eleven.
Subway.
Subway.
And on the way home,
Got jumped by 2 Nigerian MAGA
Yeah,
supporters.
and he made it up.
That shit was all cap.
MAGA supporters that
So,
recognized him from
how
Empire.
much time did they want? You know how much they gave him time, right? He went
They
to jail for
wanted
that,
to.
right?
They wanted to.
They
but I
found him
think that
guilty,
shit-
but they some,
never-
yeah, some
never
shit.
went to
Nobody,
jail.
nothing really happened. He just made up a bunch of
Yeah.
bullshit and stirred everybody up.
Maybe they gave him like
Ah.
community service. I don't know,
Man,
but
that shit
they
was
wanted
dumb.
to send his ass to jail.
I want to again point out how I love black people because when that shit happened,
He
Nobody.
was trying to come up
80%,
anyway. It kind of
80
worked then.
nah,
If you
nah,
think
nothing
like
happened.
that.
He just
He used that for a
To get
story.
fame, yeah.
To
Yeah,
get
that-
fame.
we already knew who he
That
was.
was his whole point.
I thought we already knew who he was.
Who he was. He wanted to be like
Big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was his whole point.
I like
of
how
doing
I
that
like
shit.
how black people across the board was like,
We call bullshit immediately.
but like nobody was listening. Like the
So,
whole
like,
story, nobody believed that shit at all.
Some
I ain't see
people
nobody-
did. Some people was blinded by the MAGA shit. I ain't gonna hold
So
you.
I ain't pay attention. Nah,
So,
I ain't pay
he
attention.
was-
I didn't see nobody in real life doing whole. You know how usually some shit like that happen. You see whole paragraphs. I ain't see.
I
none
saw
of
a
that.
lot
So
of.
was he fighting?
I saw people just ignoring that.
When
shit,
he was
like,
going to court,
alright.
he said he was innocent though. That's what he was saying. He was like, nah, I ain't.
to this day, that was the lie. He still saying I ain't do that shit.
That shit stupid. Everybody know that shit is cap.
Damn.
That shit is cap.
Hey man,
He's a goofball.
think that's all we got for y'all this week, man.
And look, shout out to Slim Sensei, man, coming through.
For sure.
We had a whole, what's this, 2 hours we just went on?
Damn near.
So look, bro, real quick, we're going to just run it down real fast, bro. Go give him the joint for the goggles, give him the joint for the ammunition again, real quick.
And where they can find you.
And where they can find you at.
Find me, Instagram, Slim Sensi, SLIMSENSI.
Licensed firearm instructor.
Licensed firearm instructor, get you right. You know what I'm saying? HQL, CCW, basic pistols, and rifle training. Parcel safety. Got a sale going on again. Like I said, use the same code, Slim Sensi, as far as your ammunition, knowledge.com for discounts. Use sponsorship code, Slim Sensi.
We might have to holler at them gas masks. We get a sponsorship up here on the podcast. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, I'll get y'all
I
one
need
for
a gas mask.
Shit,
Yeah.
that's that, bro. Episode 153, man. It's the Good Guys Podcast.
We out there, bitch.